Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early lie. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early lie. I know it's hard to believe it's the whole forest, not one tree, and it's every branch and leaf. They're born to deceive, but I'm telling you the truth. It's not just one or two, it's every single Jew. They all hate you, and it really breaks my heart. But their lies are off the charts, and they only bring us harm. You gotta get smart. So if you want to be safe and don't want to get replaced, it's best you start being based, or you'll get erased. Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I know it's hard to accept that all the ones you've met lie with every single breath. They want you dead, but you must not be weak. Just open your eyes and see they always exploit the meek. See their vampire teeth, and it can make you cry to learn your life was full of lies and their face was a disguise. But you must fight. So if you want to live and protect all of your kin, you have to grow thick skin, or we want every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life.
It's not my fault that I have to do this. You only pick on me because I'm Jewish. Stop being a jealous loser and go get a job. I can do what I want because I'm chosen by God. If I don't run your media, someone else will. If I don't edit Wikipedia, someone else will. If I don't
Reminder for you ninjas that we got Corey Hughes coming this Saturday for OSS 300 members. We're going to cover JFK. It's the anniversary, November 22nd. Dishonor for the last base president we had. Starting up very shortly, guys. Going to start the show here in a second. But you guys got to listen to this banger. We got a banger coming up this 22nd with Corey Hughes live in studio. OSS 300 niggas. You guys know what time it is.
When all three Kennedys died, they called it a curse. But the truth is the Jews put each one in a hearse. And there's nothing I say but truth in each verse. The Jews and their lies always make things worse.
The international clique of the sick and wicked, the Dallas Citizens Council are the ones who did this. Once done, the Jews made the moves and bore false witness and created the cover story with their Warren Commission. They blamed it on Lee Harvey, who was not the mastermind. He was shot and killed by the Jew Jack Rubenstein. Some Jews even tried to blame the Cubans for this crime, but the truth lies behind what made Ben-Gurion resign. A Jew named Oliver Stone put out the movie JFK, produced by the Jew Arnon Milchan, to blame the CIA. The Jew who filmed Kennedy getting his head blown off that day was Abraham Zapruder, who sold it for $150K. The magic bullet theory was physically impossible. It's why LBJ had Kennedy's body stolen from the hospital. It was created by Jew Arlen Specter and spread like gospel to cover up the fact that there were multiple hostiles.
When all three Kennedys died, they called it a curse. But the truth is the Jews put each one in a hearse. And there's nothing I say but truth in each verse. The Jews and their lies always make things worse. When all three Kennedys died, they called it a curse. But the truth is the Jews put each one in a hearse. And there's nothing I say but truth in each verse. The Jews and their lies always make things worse.
They found a sniper nest in Zapruder's Daltext HQ. There's no chance all this just randomly leads back to Jews. This was a Mossad job to kill a US president that refused to let Israel have nuclear powers that they would abuse. Kennedy also sided with the Palestinians and their plight. He was supportive of Nasser, who also put up a fight. The point is, all Kennedy wanted to do was make things right, but the Jews couldn't risk it and exercise their might. These are the real reasons JFK was killed. It had nothing to do with ending the fair silver dollar bill. It had everything to do with him refusing to break his will. And this caused the Jews to kill our president with their shields. And just to be safe, they had to kill RFK, because they knew he didn't believe what happened on that day. And if he became president, he would have found out their play. So they hired Eugene Day Caesar to make him go away.
When all three Kennedys died, they called it a curse. But the truth is the Jews put each one in a hearse. And there's nothing I say but truth in each verse. The Jews and their lies always make things worse. When all three Kennedys died, they called it a curse. But the truth is the Jews put each one in a hearse. And there's nothing I say but truth in each verse. The Jews and their lies always make things worse.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. My bad. We're back. I didn't say anything that important anyway. What I was saying was we're going to have the JFK discussion this Saturday on the 22nd. Okay. Sorry about that. And Corey Hughes is going to be here. OSS 300 guys, right? OSS 300 guys are going to be here. Live from Miami in studio. It's going to be a good time. Man, you guys are really lagging. I've been unmuted myself. Yeah, I guess there's some delay on the thing. Wait for the chat to fucking catch up. You guys are way behind. Shout out to Mr. Drippy with the gifted sub. Appreciate you, my friend. So yeah, so we're gonna have Corey Hughes here. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna cover JFK in detail. We're gonna cover the Israeli angle, the JFK angle, the Israeli angle, the CIA angle, as well as the mafia angle, all the people that wanted him gone. Yeah, guys, this thing is delayed like crazy because I'm using a different streaming service. So it's a bit delayed, I can see here, because I've been unmuted myself for a minute now. It's just that you guys are way behind. On all the platforms, by the way. It's not just like YouTube or Rumble. It's like all of them, but that's fine. Let's see here. We got Rio says, 22 days since the podcast on Fresh and Fit about land flipping with Alex. I landed my first deal today for $3,000. Let's go. Good stuff. Why try? Good stuff. Good stuff. Congratulations. Guy says, brother, has Kokesh said anything about his hoe? Probably not. Martin, thoughts on Dearborn protest today? I didn't really watch it. I know this dude went out there to protest, one of the J6ers. You're the GOAT. Keep up the hard work you do for us. /let's fun go. I appreciate you, Mr. Clap Cheeks. That's a funny name. I appreciate you, my friend. And guys, I don't know why it's not letting me highlight some of your guys' super chats. That's really pissing me off, because if that was the case, I could just stream this shit in fucking 4K. So it's really annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. Me and Bills are going to try to figure it out with the Rumble people, because I'm using Rumble Studio to do this. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, guys, I mean, we're taking over, guys. We are in the middle of a generational run right now. Well, not generational, but we're making a good run right now. We dropped the Ohio State debate, which is up on Uncensored America right now. Okay. If you guys are wondering how you get to it, you just go to my channel right here, right? What the fuck? Okay, of course, this shit doesn't. Okay, I got to do it. So you go to my channel, right? You go videos, bam. And then, okay, here's the video right here, right? Me debating this Karen. Here's a full video. Myron proved me wrong. And here we go. We put the timestamps in there for you guys and everything. Frank, stop. Right. This was, and it's right here. We're at 88K views already. Obviously, this is a much smaller channel. This is Uncensored America's channel. But yeah, here's the full one if you guys want to watch it. I'll drop it for you guys right now. There's the link if you guys want to watch it. Timestamps are there, etc. It was cold as hell, but we're still out there. We obviously dropped this. We got the Candace Owens interview, which you guys really enjoyed. Right here. We're already at 250,000, pretty much, for this one. This was a banger as well with Candace Owens. You guys really enjoyed it. You know, I didn't say much. I just shut the hell up and asked the questions and let Candace kind of go into it. Because Candace is a very good speaker. She's a good orator. She's able to convey her ideas. And I just wanted people to hear out her side on a lot of the different topics. You know what I mean? Here, let me unmute my thing.
Natural to them. You called it toxic masculinity.
And shout out to Candace Owens, man, for inviting her to her studio. You know, treating us really well. She was a great host.
And books were written, and Lena Dunham's writing articles, and there's a show about this, and Lena Dunham's naked on Instagram. I wrote a whole chapter about Lena Dunham in my book.
And her book is called Make Him a Sandwich, which I think that's going to come out soon. And it's about, you know, submitting to your husband, being a good wife and everything else like that. And I actually asked her a question about, because I remember when she was doing the Jubilee debate, a lot of people were like, oh, well, you're a hypocrite, etc. And she gave a really good answer for that. Because I was like, hey, what do you say to the naysayers that say, hey, well, you're a hypocrite, you're a career woman, you have a job, you know, you're an author, you're a podcaster, etc. What would you say to those people that try to call you a hypocrite? She gave a really good answer on that. So feel free to go check that out, guys. It was a really good interview. I really, you know, I like Candace a lot. I really do. She's always been super cordial, super polite. When she came here last time, as you guys know, all the girls that work for me are super fans of hers. So, you know, she stuck by, took pictures, signed shit, you know what I mean? All that stuff. So, she was cool. She was cool. So, you guys know, Candace is like the only female I always say, like, you know, watch her content. Like she's one of the few streamers that uses her brain, right? And doesn't need to use her sexuality to get views. She uses her brain, she uses her reporting, investigative journalism, and she's been able to make a huge platform for her. She deserves to be #1 right now, so I'm very happy for her, man. I really am. Anyone on our side of the internet, guys, by the way, that goes at them boys, right? That's winning. I'm super happy. I'm glad that Tucker's all over the headlines. I'm glad that Nick's all over the headlines. I'm glad that Ken's all over the headlines. I'm glad that Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin are losing their minds, you know? So I've never been a hater, bro. I've never been a hater, you know, even though I have a lot of haters. I don't know why, but I've never been a hater. Whenever people that are on my side of the camp are winning, I look at it as, you know, a rising tide brings up all boats. That's my philosophy. So, you know, I'll always tell you guys, I'll always recommend you guys watch America First. I always recommend you guys watch Candace's show, Tucker's show. You know, all my allies, I want them to win. So that's kind of how I look at it. This whole, like, you know, crab in a barrel mindset, hater type shit, like I've never understood it. But it's very common in social media. It's super common in social media, bro. Lots of haters on social media, man. So, but I've just never been that way. Okay, let's see here. Hollow Point says, phenomenal interview with Candace Myron. Did not know Charlie got that text, they're going to kill me. Yeah, I didn't know that either. And that's why I shut the hell up and just ask questions, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I just like, you know, my focus was like letting her tell her side more. Forced to hustle. Collab with Candace is a great example to show there is a difference between women and retarded 304s. That is why you say be 35 and bend over 50 before making your decision. Yeah, I mean Candace is like I said before. The thing and here's the thing. I told this to I said this to Candace in person, and I've said this before many times. Unfortunately, the way I convey my message is very rash. A lot of women are not going to like the way I convey my message. Obviously, we got some based women that watch my show. That are in the OSS, etc. Shout out to you ladies, by the way. But a lot of times these women have a boyfriend or a husband that's there with them. Your average single woman, I'm simply not going to resonate with them, chat. And I accept that. I'm okay with that. I'm simply not going to resonate with them. They're going to look at me like I'm too crass, I'm too rude, I'm too extreme. You know, this guy has this. Oh, sorry, we're on YouTube, right? My bad. Anyway, so... You know, I'm just not going to reach a lot of people, right? What Candace is able to do, Candace, Pearl, etc., they're able to hit a demographic of audience that I'll simply not be able to touch, okay? Just off of me being a guy in this space, women are not going to listen to what I got to say, unfortunately. The women that listen to me 9 out of 10 times have some type of strong male backing, whether it's their father, their brother, their cousin, an uncle. Like, they have something in the background. Okay, that's like kind of getting them to listen to me, to hear me out, because they've heard it before from other male counterparts. But a lot of normie women are simply not going to listen to me. But people like Candace Owens, Pearl, etc., these women are going to get, they're going to get to these women, right, and convey the same message. So, you know. And the other thing too, just so you guys know, like Candace red-pilled a whole bunch of women on, you know. Her interview that she did with Phil Turney, huge. You know how many people she red-pilled off just that one interview with the USS Liberty? And she marketed it perfectly. If you guys remember, she said, oh, I got a big reveal tomorrow, guys. Really important. What does she do? Starts the video off. Phil Turney's in a room. I was like, oh, shit. Wow, here we go. So she built up an enormous amount of suspense, brought Phil Turney out. For those of you that don't know, shout out to Phil Turney. He is one of the survivors of the USS Liberty. And she red-pilled millions of people. That video to this day, I don't even know how many. Let me see here. Yeah, bro, 6 million. Look at this. Funny number, huh? 6.1 million, dude. So,
a couple of weeks ago, I received a letter that changed my life, certainly changed the course of my life in politics. And I'm going to read you that letter now.
6.1 million, man. And she did this so well when she marketed it. So People could sit there and say she's a crazy conspiracy theorist, all this other bullshit. At the end of the day, she's red-pilled more people on this shit. Between her and Tucker have red-pilled a lot of people on this, because you guys got to remember that they have a lot of normie conservatives in their fan base. Boomers. They woke them up to this shit, man. So this was huge, bro. Huge, huge. You know? Because we had Phil Turdy on too, but we ain't getting no 6 million. We got like maybe 300K to 1 million viewers. But our audience already is, aware of this shit. Her audience isn't. So she woke up a whole bunch of soccer moms on this, man. So bro, you gotta attack from different fronts, man. You know what I mean? Boomer, like Tucker hits that Boomer Fox News audience. Nick has the youth. Candace is hitting the soccer moms. I'm hitting the real niggas. Nah, but all jokes aside, it's a team effort. I don't mean to sound cheesy or anything like that, but everyone has their demographic that they're hitting. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway. Zedrak says, Myron, when is Uncensored Campus going to be released on Rumble and OSS? What do you mean Uncensored Campus? I don't know what you mean. Primetime says, so many blue pill folks in that Ohio State debate, but you put on a masterclass per usual. Appreciate that, Primetime. Some loser nigga on Rumble. I don't read, guys, I only read $10 and up chats from people that, if you're not in the OSS. UBA says, I can only imagine how Candace talks about them boys when the cameras are off. Oh, yeah. Bro, did you see how Trump sided with Nick and Tucker on a recent interview? Yeah, I saw that. That was very good. Martel, yo, Myron, my OSS merch order got messed up with USPS, and it was returned to sender over the address. Who do I need to talk to about getting it sent again? Hit up Brett. Jiggy Season. Hey, Myron, if I get offered a job that has better benefits but lower pay but more growth opportunity, should I leave that job that pays better but the benefits and room for growth are shit? That's where you got to take a bet on yourself, my friend. Only you can answer that question. Thank you, Firefighter Jackson. Appreciate you. Cinderella says, $10 says, so are you really racist if you sit down with Candace? I'm not married, but I love Candace, so I consider myself pretty based, and I'm black. All right, good stuff. Bro, if you actually believe, like, okay, let me tell you guys something, bro. Let's have, because I got in a whole discussion with another idiot about this shit. Guys, if you are still calling people racist in 2025, you're low IQ. Okay? I know that's a hot take, but let me explain. Matter of fact, give me 1 sec, because I need to cook on this one. All right, niggas. All right. So, here's the reality, bro. Okay? If you're still calling people, the only people that call people racist nowadays are low IQ fucking blacks. Okay? Let's just be very honest and real here. Because the reality is that everyone is inherently racist to some degree. It's in our nature. As human beings, we are all racist. We all have preconceived notions about other individuals. Why? Because as a human being, you don't have time to sit there and get to know everybody, okay? You go off of stereotypes, you go off of how someone presents themselves, you go off of how they speak, you go off of body language, etc., okay? You're not going to sit there and get to know every fucking Jaquarius to figure out if they're going to rob you or not, okay? Now, the reality is that everyone has inherent racism to some degree. Every single one of you niggas in this fucking chat right now, if you're walking down the street in New York City and Brooklyn and you saw a bunch of fucking black dudes coming at you with Nike Tech fleeces, you would be like, I'm going to cross the street. Rightfully so. Why? Because people that typically dress that way in this area behave in a manner that isn't conducive to your safety. So you are going to go ahead and make educated guess, assume that they behave like other people that do this bullshit, and you're going to cross the street and move accordingly. Okay? when you're looking for a lawyer. If you see fucking, Jamal Tavis law firm versus Ebertstein law firm, who are you going to hire? We all know. Okay? If you're taking a math test, who are you going to sit next to? Are you going to sit next to fucking, Tom? Are you going to sit next to fucking Ping? I think we know the answer to that. Now, human beings in general are fucking racist. That's just how it is. Everyone is racist to some degree. All right? So, when people sit there and say, oh, bro, that's racist, blah, 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 what they're really saying is, oh, you're actually acting out on that racism in a way that offends me. Okay? And let's be honest, who are the biggest victims when it comes to this bullshit? Niggas, bro. It's always niggas. Oh, bro, you racist. Oh. But let's keep it real. Black people are the most racist fucking people in the West. Okay? Let's keep it all the way 1,000. Who can go ahead and use pejorative racial terms with almost zero fucking consequence every time? Black people. Who calls whites crackers all the time with impunity? Black people. Who freaks out if you drop the N-bomb? Black people. Right? They're the biggest fucking bitchin' ass niggas when it comes to fucking racism and bigotry and all that other shit. But the reality is that they're the biggest pushers of racism. By far. Right? I hate telling this story every time because niggas are stupid, but let's go ahead and have this story. Let's go back in time. As many of you know, right? As many of you know, I was invited to a KKK rally on Twitter. Okay? To do a debate on immigration. So I'm in there about to do a debate, and then I get booted when I'm about to make a point. Whatever, right? Who cares? Niggas are gonna be stupid. That goes viral. All the fucking pro-black YouTube channels. See, look, Byron, they kicked you out. Oh. See, these white niggas don't want you here. They don't like you. See, you over here, you're supporting all these white people and they don't even fuck with you. Okay. So let's say what? There were like maybe 50 niggas in that fucking group chat, maybe 100. Let's say 100 niggas, right? Don't support me. Like, oh, see, they say go back to your country. They hate you. You're over here supporting them, blah, blah, blah. It's not about me supporting them. It's about I have these views where I call out inconsistencies and I call out bullshit, okay? And regardless of what the race is, I call it out. I make fun of white people, contrary to what these idiots say. I make fun of Indians. I make fun of blacks. I make fun of Muslims. I make fun of Arabs. I make fun of Asians. I make fun of everybody. But you want to know who bitches the most? The black people bitch the most. When I make fun of the white people, it doesn't go viral. You want to know why? Because everyone makes fun of white people. They don't care. Fuck it. It's like a water rolling off a duck's back. They don't give a fuck because everyone already shits on them anyway. They don't bitch like black people do. Here's another thing also I want to bring up. For those, let's say 50 people, 100 people that were in that Twitter space that were talking shit or whatever, I still get more love from white people than fucking black people. Every time I get called a racial term, every time I get shit on, every time I get ostracized or whatever the fuck it is, you want to know who talks the most shit? It's fucking blacks. Every time. So I get the most racism actually from you motherfuckers. I don't get it from white people. I might get one autistic retard every now and then. This is go back to your country. Right? I might get like, what? 5 of those idiots a week that say some dumb shit. Meanwhile, hundreds, if not thousands of white people support me. But I'll tell you this though, every time I do get a lot of hate, it's from niggas. It's from niggas. And you guys are the most racist ones if we're going to be all the way 1,000. Blacks are the most racist fucking people. As a matter of fact, when I sit there, right, if I say something, oh, you ain't one of us. You Sudanese. Well, what does Sudan mean? It means the land of the blacks, dumbass. Oh, no, but you ain't one of us, though. Like, they literally make sections in their own group of people. Oh, you a tether. You ain't one of us. I'm a FBA. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, it's annoying because the most racist group of people are the ones that cry about racism the most. And then you wonder why nobody takes y'all niggas seriously. Fucking stupid, bro. Stupid as fuck. Low IQ. See, these whites don't want you here. Nigga, that's maybe 1 out of 1,000. But I'll tell you this, it's like 100 out of 1,000 whenever I deal with you fucking monkeys. I get way more racism from black people than I do white people. Way more. Way more. And when I talk shit about white people, they don't get as offended. I say it all the time. White dudes can't control their bitches. Nobody says shit. They don't care. But let me say something about black people. Oh, see, look, this nigga racist. Oh, he a coon. Oh, Uncle Tom. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. That's why nobody likes y'all niggas, bro. And the thing is that I'm one of the few people that call you guys out on your retarded double standard. I'm one of the few people that calls you guys out on your fucking bullshit. How you guys prioritize crime, rap music, jewelry, nice cars, materialism, fucking bitches, not going to school, speaking the English language in a bastardized manner, saying ax instead of ask, right? Condemning individuals that get higher than a fucking B on their tests. Oh, you smart, you a loser, nigga. I never got that from an Asian dude. It was only niggas that would say some dumb shit like that. Oh, you smart as shit. Anytime I had some type of violent interaction was with niggas, bro. Every time. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, these racist white boys like do this shit to you, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, that's 1 out of like 1,000 or 100,000. There's always got to be one idiot. But there's plenty of stupid niggas like y'all that got shit to say. When I look at my Twitter and I'm getting hate, 9 out of 10 times it's some anon fucking monkey nigga, bro. Some Aquarius nigga that don't even want to show his face talking some bullshit about, you Sudanese, nigga. Aren't we all from Africa? Huh? Are we all pro-black? Are we like, holy shit, man. And this is why nobody takes you guys seriously, if I'm going to be all the way honest. That's why people laugh at the Black Panthers, and why niggas laugh at you fucking FBA niggas. You guys are stupid, bro. You guys are legitimately stupid. Just low IQ shit, victimhood, calling people racist when y'all are the biggest pushers of racism. You guys push the very racism that you guys cry about all day. You guys use the pejorative racist terms to everybody else, but then cry when someone says it back to you. Why do you think there's black fatigue right now? Why do you think people are starting to fucking come out and say, fuck it, I'm just going to say what it is? Calling it like it is. Niggas are on camera calling y'all fucking monkeys and shit to y'all faces. Why are they doing that shit now? Because people are tired of you guys. They're getting the fatigue that I've experienced for years now at this point. I've been tired of y'all niggas for a minute, bro. Now the rest of America's catching up. Because you guys treat other people that look like you worse. Everybody's just catching up. I've been doing this bullshit for fucking years with you guys. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Trust me, it's not that it's racism, it's that you guys are fucking stupid and people are tired of it. Because I'll tell y'all this, I get hella love from white people. When I was at Ohio, so many people came up to me and said, hey, I drove hours to come see you, to meet you, to shake your hand, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because we're able to connect on an intellectual level. We're able to, we have the similar mindset. We're past skin color. You stupid niggas are still stuck in the 1800s with skin color. You know what I mean? You guys are still over here crying about racism. When in reality, I would argue black people have more opportunities than anybody else, but you niggas are still poor. You niggas are still stupid. You guys are still not educated. You guys are still committing crime. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Have a real conversation with yourselves. You have more opportunities as a fucking black man in America than any other group of people. Get the fuck out of here with these excuses. How your family been here for 8 generations, but you got $8 in your fucking bank account? Bro, my dad came here in the fucking 70s. Didn't speak a lick of English, didn't know shit, didn't know how anything was, figured it out. Muslim Arab guy, comes over here, drives a cab, works his way up, has kids, fucking poor as fuck, never took $1 of welfare, he figured it out. You tell me you can't? Get the fuck out of here, bro. And these are the tough conversations that no one wants to fucking hear. This is why you guys get so fucking mad when guys like me call like it is. All I'm doing is holding the mirror up to you stupid ass fucking idiots. Saying, look, you guys been here for how long? 8 generations? 9 generations in the mirror right here. Why are you still poor? Why are you still fucking stupid? Why can you still not have a good command on the English language? How is it that tethers are coming here lapping you stupid ass niggas? Dudes been here for 1 generations. Dudes have been here for like 1-2 generations max with a $1 or $2 million net worth. Meanwhile, you niggas been here for 8 generations still poor. Makes no sense. Well, we built the foundation up so that you could have all these opportunities. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, you Martin Luther King ass niggas, man. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up, bro. All I hear is excuses. Why you niggas aren't successful, bro? And the rest of America is waking up to it. Why do you think black fatigue is a thing now? Why do you think black fatigue is a thing? I've been tired of y'all niggas for years. Everybody else is just trying to catch up. Because tethers, as you guys would say, have been dealing with y'all bullshit forever. So, look, man, if you're like going off like smart people talk about ideas, dumb people talk about skin color and racism and all this other bullshit, especially in 2025, when as a colored person you have more opportunities than anybody else, but niggas always got a fucking excuse for why they're losers. Systemic racism, redlining, police brutality. Oh, man. Bro, thank God for these body cameras. Thank God for these body cameras. Now we can see you dumbasses behave how you really behave. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Shut the fuck up. Every time I watch a body cam with you stupid ass niggas, you're not listening to the cops. You're reaching for weird shit. You're doing dumb stuff. You're running. BLM, we need body cameras. Good. Now we can see how you fucking idiots really behave. Body cameras were the dumbest thing that you stupid motherfuckers could have done. Now niggas can see why you niggas are retarded, why you guys keep going to fucking jail, bro. Holy. Idiots. Idiots, man. Martin Luther King punching air right now. Fuck. 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 Niggas, I want people to be judged by the content of their character. Oh, man. That wasn't good. Niggas' character's trash. Niggas' character is trash. Like, if you're still stuck on the race thing, you're fucking low IQ. All my biggest haters on YouTube, these bitch-ass reaction YouTube niggas, bro, they're all, Myron is racist. He's an Uncle Tom, he's racist. No, we're just not low IQ talking about dumb shit like that. You a white boy. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Higher IQ guys, smart niggas, they get it. Being racist, as you guys would say, I would say is an indication of higher IQ. Because you can recognize patterns. Pattern recognition is an indicator of higher intelligence. Holy shit, man. And don't act like y'all aren't racist. Like I said before, black people are the most racist niggas, bro. They're the most racist. It's just that they get away with it. They openly do it, and they get away with it because everybody's too fucking scared to call them on their bullshit. I'm like the only one. I'm like the only motherfucker that says you niggas are more racist than anybody else. You guys are worse than the Klan half the time. Holy shit, bro. Anyway, rant over. But yeah, dudes are stupid, bro. Dudes are stupid. These pro-black YouTube niggas, bro, oh my God, they're insufferable, bro. They're insufferable. To their 50 IQ audience that's constantly in a victim mindset saying that they don't got opportunities because they're black and they didn't do nothing. Police brutality, all this other shit. Bro, thank God for these body cams, man. Now I can see you stupid ass niggas chimping out doing all the retarded shit you guys do. And I'm like, oh, no wonder you niggas always go to jail. I didn't do nothing. Gun in the car. I didn't do nothing. Drugs in their possession. I didn't do nothing. Driving a stolen vehicle. I didn't do nothing. Friend is wanted in another state. Like, bruh, come on, man. These body cams are fucking comedy. And then it makes perfect sense why you niggas are always in jail. Now we can see it. Stupid ass BLM niggas thought, we're gonna go ahead and get our people free. Yeah. No, not at all. Now we see the bullshit that cops deal with you stupid ass motherfuckers. Reaching the shit. Oh shit, I didn't do nothing. Then you get fucking shot. Oh, he was a good boy. Ah! Mom wasn't in his life for 20 years. Dad was never there. Niggas are in front of the cameras all of a sudden. He was a good boy. He was a good boy. They shot him for no reason. Nigga was a gang member with a pistol on his person. Police brutality. Police brutality. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And then look, we got a couple dumb monkeys in the chat right now saying, talk about Sudan. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You can't even spell Sudan. You don't even know where it is on a map, have you stupid ass niggas. You guys dropped out of geography. Tyrone, dumbass nigga. Holy shit. Talk about Sudan. Shut the fuck up, Tyrone. It's always stupid niggas that say dumb shit like that. Can't even point out on a map. Don't know what the capital is. Talk about Sudan. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You can't even point out Wyoming on a map. Talking shit about a foreign country in Africa. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit, man. Bruh, yo, honestly, you niggas better pray I never become president of the United States one day, bro. Yo, I'm doing IQ tests. All you stupid niggas are getting sent back to Wakanda. Dead ass. Bro, you niggas want to go ahead and have Liberia so bad, whatever? Nigga, I know what I'm going to do. All you niggas are getting reparations. We give y'all $20K, as much Hennessy as y'all want, and some Jordan sneakers. Okay? Then, we're going to send y'all niggas to Liberia or Wakanda, whatever the fuck you guys want. Everybody that scores under 100 IQ, you niggas are gone. Get the fuck out of here. Giving y'all niggas the instant transmission. Get the fuck out of our country. We don't need you niggas here, bro. Holy shit, man. Was the cotton worth it? I don't think so. I really don't think so. You FBI niggas are retarded, bro. Fuck. Damn. Take your foundational black ass and go back to the foundation, nigga. Go do something over there. Fuck, man. The fatigue is outrageous. We're all tired of y'all niggas, man. Damn. All you niggas do is bitch about your circumstance, about why you don't got no money and how the police beat your asses and shit. 9 out of 10 times you niggas deserve it. The fuck? I do nothing while you're reaching for the fucking gun in the car. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Fuck, man. It's like, shit. I'm telling y'all, bro. Day one, we're putting all the fat niggas in concentration camps, and we're giving all these fucking FBA niggas an IQ test. Bro, if you score under 100, you're getting on the boat and you're going back, nigga. We're sending you to fucking Wakanda. All right? We're sending your dumb asses back over there. We don't want y'all niggas here. Get the fuck out of here. Crime's gonna drop by 90%. And niggas always talking about, oh, black power. We want our freedom. All right, nigga. 20K, as much Hennessy as you guys want, a couple of Jordans. Go back, bro. Go back. I'm the only real nigga that will do it. I'm the only one. Okay? You niggas can change your name back to Kunta Kinte. You're not Toby no more. You're in your own homeland. All right? Boom. Good to go, baby. We're only keeping the high IQ niggas over here, bro. And that goes for everybody, by the way. Indian niggas, blacks, Asians. Yo, you score under 100 IQ, you're getting gone, bro. Send you niggas back, bro. But especially the blacks. Especially the blacks. Y'all niggas are going back, bro. You Puerto Rican niggas, you guys are going back too. Under 100 IQ, doom, 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 your ass back to the fucking island. No, thank you. All right. Let's read some more of these chats. I haven't even gotten to the show. We're still fucking cooking these niggas. Myron, does it annoy you when these cops fuck say woman instead of women? I mean, I don't really care. You see all the bimbos posting about all the degrees they have on X retarded. Yeah, bro. Stupid. Red Pill Clipper says, bro, when they say we built this country, think about who made them build it. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, bro, the con wasn't worth it. Lift Waffy says, I remember my grandmother who came here illegally from South America, made a living all by herself, grinding and going to school and made a comfortable life for herself, and she came here without a lick of English or the culture. Exactly. Pimpin' Landon, appreciate you. Firefighter Jackson, how can black people solve this? I'm black and work in LA. I refuse to spend only free time in LA. I moved to live amongst the whites and Asians in Orange County to keep my family safe. Hey, bro, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. You're a smart guy. But then they'll go ahead and say that you sold out. But half these niggas that talk about, oh, I'm pro-black, all this other shit, they don't live in the hood. Get the fuck out of here. You think Tariq Nasheed lives in Compton? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, his wife is Jewish. Yo, man. This nigga's wife is Jewish, bro. Come on, man. Let's see here. Forced to hustle. I think in Ohio campuses debate video, the two black kids at 106 showing the pic of Charlie were trolling. They're clearly holding in laughs. Why hold it up for so long? I'd have to go back and look at it. Okay, Cinderella. Why do you go so hard when the Jays hold this same concept when they didn't bombing? Were they supposed to sift through the civilians if they already know the Jaquarius attacked them? I don't understand your question, Cinderella B. Farm Fatale. I legit went to school in Memphrica with twins named, okay, DeFons, any behind the scenes chats or remarks from Candace that you could share with us, OSS? No, man. I mean, maybe I'll talk about it more when I go to OSS only. Abdul Mordecai, hey, Martin, hope you read my question. Talking about your stance on immigration. I'm Arab, well educated. I have my master's in. Okay, nigga, now you yapping, bro. You're gonna say, come on, man. Nigga sent in $1 and you just yapped. That's how I can tell you Arab, man. Goddamn. Okay, you have a single female. You have single female fans, Myron. Most of us just Ninja Watch. Okay, CryptoZoo. Speedy says, I love that OSS allows me to use this show as an authentic fact check for the bullshit them boys push out on the internet, such as their war crimes, how they spend our money. Yep. Giggity says, yo, Myron, how's the application for your women's studies going? Any acceptance or pending for next semester? I got to do that, actually. I still got to do that. So are you really racist? Sit down with, oh no. Okay, we're caught up on that. Fifth Elemental with the punching memes with with the MLK. Okay. Gaza says W slavery. Forced to hustle. I wrote a book called Self-Systemic Segregation that covers all this shit you are saying. Big difference between a black person and an N. I agree, bro. Big difference. Myron, does it annoy you when these college fucks say, okay, I think we're caught up there. All right. Okay. Yeah, look, the thing is, bro, and my audience is diverse. We got what? 40% Mexican, or sorry, 40% Hispanic, I think like 30% white, and like another 20 or 30% black. Like, we got a very diverse audience. We got like 15% Asian. We got a lot of Middle Easterners here. Like, bro, like, we're higher IQ over here. You know, we don't get offended by, oh, racism, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. That is a bullshit leftist terminology that's used to weaponize reality. I'm gonna say that again for you guys. The term racism is a bullshit leftist phrase, right? That's outdated, to be honest with y'all. Okay, to demonize niggas with common sense. Bro, I'm not going to the hood. I'm good. That's racist. Okay. You know, it's like a pushback to common sense. And having common sense makes you racist nowadays. Thump says, my mom's a big fan. Shout out my mom. I know she watching. All right, Thump. Shout out to you. Cinderella. If we'll treat all Tyrones same if they are thuggish, bro. Cinderella, you got to start spell checking, bro. What are you? Like, are you fucking Shaniqua or some shit? Like, well, you did say you're black earlier. Bro, use hooked on phonics, woman. What's wrong with you? Spell check your shit. I don't even know what you're saying here. Come on, Shaniqua. You're making us look bad, bro. You're making us look bad. Okay. Let's get into the first story, niggas. All right. Let's get under. I know I got a lot of niggas in YouTube chat pissed off. A lot of Tariq Nasheed fans and niggas that watch like Anus and Reach, these pro-black Wakanda niggas, bro. Yo, I make fun of you niggas because you guys like actually think like race matters like that. It really doesn't, bro. It really doesn't. It's all about IQ. And here's the other thing too. Let me tell y'all something about this. If you got your shit together, you're well-spoken, you're in shape, you speak well, whatever, trust me, niggas will respect you no matter your skin color, bro. Okay? I'm a perfect example of that shit. All right? So, like, if you're competent enough, I promise you, niggas will be like, nah, he's one of us. We don't give a fuck. He's on our team. Because competence and IQ overrules everything. Don't be one of these 50 IQ motherfuckers chimping out. Racist. Fucking start sputtering out and shit. You know? Don't perpetuate the stereotypes, guys. Have you followed the protests in Mexico? This is from OSS Vasquez. No. Bri, dog, I have the full unredacted Epstein black book. Even from confirmed, call them the master files. How can I send you? Bro, I've covered Epstein so many times, dude. We already know who's on the list. Dude, I've had Ryan Dawson on my show a million times, and he's already went over this in excruciating detail. All right, let's get into Sean Diddy Combs. This came out like yesterday, bro. Apparently, he's getting new sexual assault allegations. These niggas are trying to make money.
Back to ABC News Live reports Sean Diddy Combs is facing new sexual assault allegations. The LA Sheriff's Department says that it's investigating a report from an alleged victim in Florida. That alleged victim has identified himself as music producer Jonathan.
Himself? What?
Jonathan Hay in social media posts that have since been removed. A spokesperson for Combs has not responded to ABC News' request for comment. Combs is currently serving a federal prison sentence after he was convicted of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer for more on this. So, Brian, this accuser says he's already listed as John Doe in a civil case against Combs. So talk about how that could impact this investigation now that he's also has identified himself too.
Yeah, so the only impact that I can see on this investigation will now be that law enforcement will know who to speak with. But he already reached out to law enforcement in Florida that's been working in conjunction with LA where the alleged crime has occurred. And so the impact of him making notice that he also has a civil case doesn't really affect one or the other. If anything, it affects the potential civil case, because with a typical civil case, you just have lawyers doing the investigation. Now you have the full force and power of the LAPD doing part of the investigation, and their criminal investigation could help create more information that he could go forward in a civil case.
So CJ Wallace, the son of rapper Notorious B.I.G., filed a countersuit against Hay. Hay claims that Wallace and Combs took part in an alleged assault in 2021. Wallace calls Hay's allegations a, quote, calculated smear campaign. Talk to us how that...
Look, I'll keep it real with you guys. I was there, right, at the Diddy trials, you guys know, in New York. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't tell you that some of this shit was a money grab, bro. Oh, my God. Like, the chick from Danny Kane, her story kept changing. Cassie, her story was sus. That's why Diddy didn't, just so you guys know, Diddy didn't get convicted on the sex trafficking charges because the primary witnesses against him, Cassie, the chick that didn't get named, she had a hidden identity, and 50 Cent's baby mama, like, these girls, bro, all had, like, personal lawsuits against him. So, like, there was 100% of financial incentive for them to, like, do this shit. That's why he didn't get convicted on any of the sex trafficking charges. He didn't get convicted on sex trafficking charges because the women's stories were not compelling.
That kind of factors into this case.
And Cassie made $30 million on this, by the way, chat. $30 million. She got $20 million from Diddy, and she got another $10 million from the hotel. Remember that hotel where they showed her getting thrown? She made $10 million. She sued them on the side. And that came out in court. She tried to hide that shit. And it came out, I was there. So the defense attorney, right? The defense attorney, Diddy's defense team was really good, by the way. They're hitting her on cross-examination, right? They're like, hey, do you have any other lawsuits going? And she's like, oh, I have the one, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Is it not true that you got $10 million from such and such hotel? And you could see Cassie was like, understand, like, oh shit, how'd they find out about this? And then they said, yeah, and is it not true that you just settled a couple of days ago for $10 million? She's under oath. So what did she do? Yes. Whole audience is like, oh shit, because nobody knew that. So, dude, absolutely nuts, absolutely nuts. That hurt her credibility. The fact that she claimed that Diddy raped her, and then a month later they were having sex, and then because she claimed that Diddy raped her in August of 2018, right? She claimed Diddy raped her in August of 2018. Then they hung out in September of 2018 and they had sex. That's when her husband, her now husband, called her on FaceTime, bro. So wait, this nigga raped you in August and y'all are hanging out in September? Yeah. Yeah. Then the other chick from Danny Kane said that Diddy hit her with like a fucking skillet, and then she changed her story and said that he hit her with his fist. She changed her story like 3 times because she spoke to federal agents like 3 times. So Diddy's defense team had all the reports of investigation that HSI wrote on when they interviewed this Danny Kane chick, and she gave different stories every time she talked to them niggas. So they attacked her on that. And then the other chick, there was 2 other women. The girl that was his assistant, the white girl, I forget her name, but they kept her identity hidden, her real name. She was writing posts on Instagram saying, happy birthday, Diddy, I love you, after all the shit happened. He forced you to have sex and all this other bullshit, but you're saying happy birthday, I love you, posted pictures of him and shit like that. What? That was off. And then the other chick, 50 Cent's baby mama, I kid you not, chat, Diddy was still paying her rent as she was sitting there fucking testifying against him. Yeah, you heard that right. This nigga was paying her rent, okay? He was paying her rent as she was sitting there testifying against him. As she said on the stand that she still loves him. Bro. Incredible. Incredible. That's why the human trafficking charges didn't stick. The three primary witnesses, all not credible. Cassie, the white bitch, and 50 Cent's baby mama, and then the Danny Kane chick, all of them not credible, bro. And those are supposed to be the government's star witnesses. I was there. I heard all their testimony, bro. Oh, man. Anyway. So, yeah, now I guess this guy's throwing his hat in the ring, trying to get $1.
Yeah, so here you have a cross complaint from a civil matter where you have an original case where Hay is saying that not only Sean Combs, but CJ Wallace, the son of the notorious B.I.G., was a part of these sexual allegations. In terms of them going back and forth, you'll see a cross complaint in the sense of filing for damages for either claim. You'll go through the typical process of sitting down for depositions, accounting for discovery that may come about. But because Sean Combs has been tried for a federal crime, is currently now in Fort Dix, New Jersey, serving a 50-month sentence. This civil lawsuit, along with many others, have been on pause. And so these countersuits and original suit may just sit in limbo for some time.
Right. So, okay, just talk to us a little bit about that 101 on the basics of these cases. Combs is facing multiple civil cases. How's the burden of proof different in a criminal trial compared to a civil trial?
Well, civil is preponderance of the evidence. You need way less evidence, right? Versus with a criminal trial, you need, beyond a reasonable doubt. This is why Diddy did not get convicted of the sex trafficking cases, which would have put him in prison for life, pretty much. So, and I'll tell you guys, well, you know what? I'll let this play out, and then I'll kind of give you guys an explanation on Diddy case, give you guys a quick summary.
Yeah, so for criminal trial, you've probably heard it on a lot of like TV shows. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt, amount of information that a regular, ordinary person with the duty of being on a jury would consider to be appropriate or important to determining whether or not a person had done something where there is no reasonable doubt to disagree with it. With a civil case, it's a much lower standard of a preponderance of the evidence, or in more layman's terms, more likely than not, the measurement we as attorneys typically use for that is 51%. And so for a civil case, you're just saying, hey, is there a 51% chance that Sean Combs allegedly committed these acts? If so, he would be liable. In the federal case, which was criminal, that was proof beyond a reasonable doubt, where he is found guilty of those two counts you mentioned earlier, and is serving a 50-month sentence in Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Brian Buckmeyer, our expert on all things legal and all things Diddy as well. Appreciate you, Brian, as always.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and he was there actually at the Diddy trial too. Look, the reality, guys, what's this?
Hilarious.
Okay, another thing I want to tell you guys, because I remember seeing him there at the Diddy trial, and everybody was there, and their mom was at the fucking Diddy trial. The other thing also, guys, right, because I was there, is to keep in mind, is with the Diddy trial, right, they hit him on a bunch of charges, right? Sex trafficking and a bunch of other shit like that. What he got convicted of was interstate transportation of prostitutes, okay? Now, basically, it's going to sound hilarious, but it's true. Diddy went to jail for flying dudes out to bang his wife, bro. That's really what it comes down to. That's essentially what he's going to jail for. Nigga's going to jail for flying male prostitutes in to fuck his girlfriend, a.k.a. Cassie at the time. If bro had just hired some local hookers, he would have been straight. And the reason why the feds come in is because once you affect interstate transport, booking hotels, flights, all that other shit, affects interstate transport, interstate commerce, goes federal, bam. And that's what the prosecutors had as their backup charges. So they went with the RICO and the sex trafficking as their lead charges, but they had the interstate transportation of prostitutes as their backup charges. So if all fails, they knew they were going to get them on that. That's what they got them on. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, because I sat there and tried to watch all this shit, Diddy went to jail for flying niggas in to fuck his girlfriend. That's what he's in jail for. Kind of ridiculous, but yeah, that's what he's in jail for, bro. So, bro got the ultimate punishment for being a cuck. So that's what you could say is the bottom line here. Okay. Here, let's watch a little bit of this Epstein thing here. It says here, Larry Summers steps back from public commitments over Epstein files. Also, just so you guys know, the Senate unanimously agrees to pass the Epstein bill. That's also some breaking news that we're going to cover as well.
Summers, the former president of Harvard and Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton, is stepping back from his public commitments after emails released by the House revealed he maintained a warm correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein as recently as 2019, more than a decade after Epstein pleaded guilty to charges related to soliciting a minor for prostitution. In some exchanges, Summers sought Epstein's advice on a romantic relationship he was pursuing with a woman he described as a mentee. In other messages, Summers weighed in on women's intelligence, the same subject that led to his resignation as Harvard president, and criticized the punishment of men who hit on women in the workplace. Summers is just one of the many individuals from elite circles revealed to be one of Epstein's confidants. Joining us now, MS Now senior legal reporter Lisa Rubin, former U.S. attorney and MS Now legal analyst Joyce Vance, senior investigative reporter at Bloomberg Jason Leopold, and USA Today domestic security correspondent Josh Myers. So, Josh, you really looked into the emails and got a sense of who was saying what the relationships were like. What did you come away? What did you come away with?
Thanks for having me, Katie. Well, I came away with kind of an icky feeling, to be honest. When you see all these people sort of asking Jeffrey Epstein for advice, romantic advice, financial advice, political
Asking Epstein how to get bitches is crazy.
advice, and this is years and years after his problems in Florida, where he was arrested, charged, and convicted in a sex trafficking case. And you have Larry Summers, who was the former Treasury Secretary and the former president of Harvard, asking him for dating advice, talking about a woman who is his mentee, as you mentioned, and what to do about them. Another guy who was a department store scion of a department store was actually asking him for advice. And both of these men, by the way, were asking for advice about women they were dating that were not their wives at the time. So I'm not sure why they were going to Epstein for that. But, to me, I think one of the more significant things that we found in the emails was some of the things that Epstein said, including about Donald Trump. He said, and two of these.
Also, just so you guys know, we're going to also cover the Senate unanimously passing this bill. We're going to talk about Tekashi's home invasion. We're going to talk about Trump and his visit with MBS from Saudi Arabia. And we're also going to cover the David murder investigation. As you guys know, David, the hip-hop, musician, he was, in the middle of a murder investigation because a girl was found dead in one of his vehicles. So that's heating up as well. So we're going to cover all that today, guys.
Real exchanges that jumped out at me were in 2018. There was one when they were talking about Trump's hush money case in New York, where he was on trial for basically trying to silence two women who wanted to come forward before the 2016 election with allegations of having an affair with him. And he said, I know how dirty Donald is. And he said, nobody really understands how important it is to have your fixer flip on you. And he was talking about Michael Cohen, who had been Trump's longtime fixer, who had just agreed to plead guilty to that. But then in December of that year, after the Miami Herald had a explosive series of reports about Trump and Alex Acosta about Epstein and Alex Acosta and how he got a very lenient deal back in 2008, Epstein said very cryptically, it's weird that everybody's talking about Trump because I am the one who can take him down. And we didn't see anything in there that was a response to that. We don't know what led to that and what followed that, but it is a very interesting thing for Jeffrey Epstein to say about the president of the United States.
It's interesting on Trump. There's still so many questions about what exactly Epstein had on him, the motivations were, what their relationship was, why their relationship fell apart. That's still very much still up in the air. What I'm struck by is just the preponderance of evidence, the massive amount of information we have that seems to show that everybody in Epstein's orbit knew how much he liked women and knew how much he liked young women. In the birthday book, there are uncomfortable depictions or cartoons, drawings of young girls getting massages from Jeffrey Epstein, or girls that were little girls growing up to get massages from Jeffrey Epstein. That's weird. And in the emails, you see even women talking about or alluding to it, giving him advice. You should read Lolita, or here's this other book, also is a little bit like Lolita. You might enjoy it. It's just so strange and so unsettling.
It is. I mean, and I think that's one thing that we really took away from these was that, and I think some of it is money. You had the emails from Larry Summers' wife, who was a professor at Harvard, who seemed to be familiar with all of this, but she was also asking for $500,000 for her department at Harvard so she could continue to try to make TV shows about poetry. So, I don't know what the motivations are there, but it does seem like there was this tremendous familiarity with it. A lot of these people were going to Epstein's Island where a lot of this occurred. And one of the emails that Epstein sent himself, he goes into like a long sort of soliloquy about all the things that were happening at the island and in his house in Manhattan and in Florida, and all the people that were around him that knew about it. So, it all really makes me wonder what is in the files that the Justice Department is withholding, and why Trump is fighting so hard to keep them away. It raises a lot of questions.
Well, he signed the bill, bro. What are you talking about?
Let's talk about the Justice Department and the files. Jason, I cited your reporting yesterday. I cited it again today. This is about redactions. What did you find?
Thanks, Katie. So this was during reporting I had been pursuing earlier this year. And basically when the Justice Department, Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, said that they would start reviewing these files, there was a team of about 1,000 FBI agents and personnel, including, importantly, FBI personnel from the Freedom of Information Act office, the Information and Dissemination section at FBI. And as they all, brought everyone together to start reviewing what made up the Epstein files, and we know now from the Justice Department that they amassed about 300 gigabytes of documents and videos and audio recordings. What I found out from through my reporting with speaking to sources was that Trump's name and the names of other prominent public figures were redacted. And they redacted it at the time. This was prior to the announcement in July that these records would not be released. The Epstein files would not be released after the Justice Department and FBI released a joint statement. And the reason was they redacted for privacy reasons because these, this information or the names of people were found in files that were considered law enforcement records. And they were, no one was charged. So it was, in a sense, protecting individuals from embarrassment. There's a long history about that as it relates to just the Freedom of Information Act when you get documents. But here in this case, obviously, it's, now the President of the United States, the argument was, or the argument is, that at the time that the FBI collected these records, Donald Trump was a private citizen. So that is, what I found during the course of my reporting. I think what will be interesting is if, in fact, these documents, these Epstein files are released, will they continue to be, those redactions, will they continue to be in place? I mean, one thing to note is that we already know that there was an FBI team of agents from New York and Washington and other personnel who have already reviewed these records. I mean, they spent.
Well, there was open cases in New York City. We know FBI New York had an open case. We know FBI down in West Palm Beach had an open case. DC had an open case. Several offices had open cases on Epstein. New Mexico, because I think he had a ranch out there. So, yeah, dude, it's absolutely nuts. And like I told you guys before, the thing about the Epstein stuff that makes it so confusing is that it was a criminal investigation, but it was also an intelligence investigation as well. That's the stuff that we really want to see, which they're probably not going to declassify. And if you watch Patel, when he answered this question on Senate with Epstein, here, let me see if I can pull it up for you guys, because I can show you guys better than I can say it.
Larry,
You know, hearing is one thing, but seeing is another thing. So let's go Patel, Epstein files, Senate hearing, because he was at a Senate hearing when for the Charlie Kirk thing.
And let me make something crystal clear. I never said Jeffrey Epstein didn't traffic other people, other women, and they're not other victims. This is the investigation we were given from 2006, 7, and 8, and the search warrants from 2006, 7, and 8. That's what we're working with.
Well, wait, have you released all of the stuff that the FBI has seized from Epstein's house? The computers, the emails, the file cabinets, the documents? What about the financial records? Have you released all of that?
Everything the court has allowed us to release.
Which court are you talking about?
3 separate federal courts have come in and said.
We're talking about the evidence you've got. It's got nothing to do with what those courts have.
Do you have any idea how the law works? Wait, do you want me to break the law in a federal judge's order?
No, I want you to follow your own. It's got nothing to do with the financial records. Have you released all of that?
Everything the court has allowed us to release.
Which court?
Boom. Keyword. Everything the court has allowed us to release. So basically, translation, you guys don't have everything. A lot of it is maybe grand jury information, classified, etc. Protected because it's witness information.
Spent months reviewing these records, sleeping on desks, pulling all-nighters in 2 large warehouses in Virginia. So they've already worked through it. So if, in fact, they're ready for release, there should be no delay.
Yeah.
So obviously that remains to be seen.
That is a really good point. Joyce, weigh in on this.
Well, I think what we all know is coming at this point is that this new investigation that Donald Trump ordered Pam Bondi to open will be used as a roadblock to turning over information to Congress. You know, typically, if Congress asks for information from the Justice Department about an ongoing criminal case, the Justice Department uses a provision of the statute that permits it to defer that turnover until the criminal case has been concluded. And that's really the reason that these files could not have been released before October, when the Supreme Court put the end to it by saying that they wouldn't hear Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal. That was the formal end of prosecutions in this field. Of course, Pam Bondi had said in July that there was no new evidence that merited.
And keep in mind, guys, there's still a high side file on this investigation. Guaranteed, guys, there's a high side file on all the things that Epstein was doing with foreign intelligence. Absolutely going to be a high side file from the CIA, etc. The FBI is not the only custodian of all these records, and that's something that the mainstream media keeps fucking avoiding.
Prosecution of any third parties who hadn't been charged yet. So we knew, or at least we thought we knew, that no additional charges would be coming. So by ordering his attorney general to open this new case, a thinly veiled political move, because he only...
You know what's interesting? I see that there's like some people here watching on YouTube that are haters. Yo, all you bitch ass niggas that are here, right, that are talking shit in the chat, why are you here? Out of curiosity. Why are you watching someone you dislike? Damn Abudius, whatever the fuck your name is. It should be damn retard. It should be your name. Damn Adubius. Explain to me why you're in here watching somebody you don't like, because I think that makes you a bigger lame. Let's see what his answer is.
Only ordered her to open out.
I've never understood why so many of these FBA niggas come into my chat and watch my show. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Oh, I think I know why. Because all your favorite commentators are retards and do nothing but cover racism all day and cry about white supremacy. Niggas aren't diversified. Bro, here's the reality. right? For you bitch ass niggas. You guys love Tariq Nasheed and Anus and Reach and all these other people. I'm more diversified than all these niggas. You guys realize, literally, the other day, I had Alex Stein on the show with Madison Cawthorn, a fucking congressman, and a bunch of chicks. Think about that. I got OnlyFans chicks, regular chicks, a congressman, a political commentator, comedian on our show. I'm at Ohio State doing debates with couch kids. I'm doing an interview with Candace Owens. Right? I'm fucking doing political commentary here, true crime shit. I'm covering the Diddy trial. Bro, I'm the most diversified nigga on the internet. So all you guys are my fucking sons in reality. I could do it all. I could do the political commentary, I could do the true crime, I could do the comedy, all of it. All of it. So I know why you niggas are here. You guys are all my fucking fans. Real talk. Because the niggas that you guys watch that talk the most shit about me, they can't do what I do. Matter of fact, in this book right here, okay, 107 days, not 109 days, right? A presidential fucking candidate wrote about me. Okay? You think Kamala Harris knows who Tariq Nasheed is? Probably not. You think Anus and Reach are influencing anything in Canada? Probably not. You niggas talk about me and you guys get views. You only get views, as a matter of fact, when you talk about me, interestingly enough. I'm all y'all niggas' sons. You guys are all my sons, excuse me. You guys are my sons. So, the reality is, bro, is my haters, man, you guys, it's just comedy to me because it's like, I would never go watch someone I hate. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You guys are all fans. You guys are all my sons. And the funny part is, I've been demonetized for 2 years, and I'm still more relevant than all you bitch-ass niggas. How is it that I got my Twitch banned, I got my Twitter demonetized, I got my Twitter shadow banned, Elon Musk took my check away because I talked about the H-1B visas, the most powerful and richest man in the world, shadow banned me on his own platform, yet I'm still cooking on there. Demonetized on YouTube, banned on Facebook, I've lost 10 plus Instagram accounts. Right? They're shadow banning me now on YouTube. People can't even comment on my shorts and shit. People send me videos that they can't comment. How is it that I've endured this ridiculous fucking censorship? You niggas, by the way, have never dealt with any censorship, and you guys still aren't relevant. Think about that. My bitch-ass haters, right, who tend to lean left, by the way, have never dealt with any censorship, never had an account banned, never been demonetized, nothing serious. Meanwhile, I've been fucking banned on every platform or shadow banned or whatever, or demonetized, and I'm still here 2 years later and fucking more relevant than all these bitch-ass niggas that talk shit about me. Some idiot says SaharTV owns you. You're an idiot. I would destroy him in a debate any fucking time. All I do is cook Zionists, bro. Are you stupid? If that bitch-ass nigga wants to debate, we can go ahead and set it up. I'll embarrass him too. He's a fucking genocide apologist. Send that to him. Go ahead and clip this part. Go ahead and clip this part. Hey, Sahar, you want to fucking debate, bro? Let's fucking do it. We'll set a date. I'll cook your dumbass. The Zionist position is indefensible. And the more of you niggas I embarrass, let's fucking do it. Take that clip and send it to his dumbass. Some idiot in here saying SaharTV owns you. You're fucking stupid, bro. He's not even relevant. But you know what? I'll smack him just so people understand why Israel is a genocidal state and nigga needs to get embarrassed. So, yeah, the reality is that I'm the most diversified fucking guy that streams by far. I cover everything. One day I could go ahead and do, a stream with like Sneeko and Aiden Ross. Another day I'm over here doing political commentary. Another day we're doing something with Tate and the Tates and Nick. We could do something with Candace Owens. We could debate someone like a Destiny. Bro, I do it all, baby. I do it all. I do it all. All my haters don't even have a portion of my flexibility, bro. Not even a portion. What do Anus and Reach do? Commentary all day on other niggas that are more popping than them. So, hey, I literally do it all, bro. Shout out to the Chef Podcast with the 20 gifted. I appreciate you, my friend. And look, I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but sometimes I got to give you dumbass niggas a reminder that, I could see why You niggas hate me, but you're still tuned in. That's weird. I mean, I don't watch people I don't like. Okay? I don't watch people I don't like. 9 out of 10 times when I get a hit piece dropped on me, it's you guys telling me, oh, look, bro, this guy talks shit about you. I don't watch these niggas. I have them muted. I don't watch haters, bro. I don't watch haters. If you guys look at like my feed, like the videos that I watch, it's all historical shit. I'm either watching the news, historical shit, right? I watch libtards to see what their opinions are and shit. I've told you guys this before. I've been very transparent with you guys about what I watch. Like, I don't watch commentary reaction niggas talking shit about me. That's weird. Like, bro, dudes are my sons. If I ever stopped doing YouTube, they'd be cooked. They'd be absolutely cooked. There's people I've seen that literally all their views only come talking shit about me because I'm so diversified. So, yeah, I'll never understand you idiots in here that are talking shit. And it's like, niggas say dumb shit about roller skates or whatever. And it's like, bro, I've already explained this a million times. Me and Angie haven't been together for months. She's been single for a very long time. But people are stupid and they don't get that shit. Like, I didn't go public about it because I wanted her to be able to live her life, bro. She's already endured so much because of me. Like, what the fuck? Death threats, people following her, stalking her, all this weird shit. Nah, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna, like, a lot of people have really paid the price for being associated with me. So I'm not gonna put her in a bad spot. Niggas want me to announce immediately when I'm single. No, I'm not gonna do that. The fuck? Anyway, low IQ, bro. Low IQ. A lot of you guys are fucking parasocial and weird and don't understand that the internet isn't the internet for everybody else. So, yeah. Mr. Drippy says, follow Mario on party. I appreciate that, bro. OSS Vasquez says, have you followed the protests in Mexico? No. Dog, I have the full unredacted Epstein blood. No, I read that one already. Watermelon Felon. Thank you for all that you do. I was wondering if I can use you as a reference on my ICE application. I don't think it'll help you. Don't do that. I don't think using me as a reference will help you, bro. BJJ Man 95. Martin, what's the quickest way to grow a JTube channel? I just made one for aviation. I'm thinking taking a red pill content simultaneously while I fly. Is that more likely to go viral or get banned? It'll get you banned. Don't do it. That's a matrix ender, bro. Just stick to aviation and what you know. Stay away from the red pill shit. ATM Cash. I find it crazy how Christians are so quick to recognize any J deaths, but will never talk about shit like the Armenian genocide, which is extremely majority. Yeah, bro, it's cooked. Mario, this guy just got sentenced. There will be another one's getting sentenced. Yeah, they're cooked. Those CBP officers, yeah. They're cooked, bro. Mario. You don't love you. Who is the special guest you mentioned last night that you were going to announce today? I don't recall, man. I don't recall. Ronaldo says, W. Martin, please put more effort into your after hours. I know you hate it, but the new male youth need to know. W, thank you for your working streams. Bro, by the time I do after hours, that's like my third stream, bro. What do you want from me, man? Like, bro, what the fuck do you want from me, man? Literally, bro. Like, by the time we get to after hours, that's my third show. Kmart Line. Why is Trump hesitant to release the file? I think they modified at this point. Well, he signed it today. Bro, I couldn't comment on your shorts on J2 because my shit was messing up. I had no idea the Jays were doing this to fuck that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. A bunch of people sent me a video of them not being able to comment on my shit. So I'm still shadow banned on YouTube no matter what people try to tell y'all. I'm still shadow banned on YouTube. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, dude, I've dealt with like crippling fucking censorship and I'm still more relevant than all my ops. Isn't that crazy? Niggas have never been censored. Yet nobody knows or gives a fuck who they are. It's hilarious to me. It really is hilarious. If I wasn't censored as much as I am, we'd be cooking, bro. But it's fine. I'm not actually too mad about it because becoming too big can really get you in trouble. So maybe it's better. Because you guys saw when Andrew became the most Google guy on earth, you saw how they came after him, bro. So, all right. Let's see here. Berkey says, keep calling out these racist motherfuckers, Martin. Hey, bro, you got it, bro. Like I said before, man, it's, and they don't like to admit it, but black people are the most racist people, bro. They cry about systemic racism and white supremacy, bro. Let's talk about black supremacy. Let's talk about like organized black supremacy. You know? That is very fucking real because nobody talks about it. That's why they're able to get away with it. I'm like the only nigga that calls this shit out, bro. It's fucking wild. They're openly racist with zero fucking consequence. And you know who they're the most racist to? Niggas like me. So we need a diss track, Myron. Not worth my time. We got real shit that we're doing, bro. Niggas are sitting in a booth and recording music about us. Like, that's how you know they're obsessed. Fucking obsessed, bro. Bro, we're climbing the charts, man. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas fans watch us. Think about that, guys. Think about that. Like, people that support me don't watch these niggas, but people that support them watch us. That should tell you something. You know what I mean? Like there's not much bleed over when it comes to like people that watch our shit that watch them, right? But the niggas that watch them definitely watch us, which is weird. Got some spammers on Kick. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Rug pulled? Nigga, I don't do anything with that. Hey, shout out to holy crap, $500 from Business Holder 13 says, I'm a Christian and I'm against Israel. I'm America first 1000%. Don't let them damage the good Christians. Praying for all the influencers' safety as they are the only ones keeping it real with us. I appreciate you so much, Business Holder. Shout out to you, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, I got people from all different, I got Jews that support me, Christians, Muslims. I appreciate you guys. A lot of atheists. You know what I mean? We got a diverse base here. So shout out to you, bro. I'm going to give you 2 Don DeMarcos. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I don't know why niggas are complaining about, oh, okay. Okay, I can see why. They got Clavicular live right now on Fresh's channel. On Fresh and Fit right now on Rumble. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. We'll listen in a little bit.
I'm gonna sit here like most dudes in my space and say it's only looks. Fuck the money. Because that's just straight up cognitive dissonance.
Give me a hierarchy real quick. For example, right? But people have a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Looks, money, status. What's your order?
Of looks, money. So I would say looks, status, money. I would change those around.
Really?
Yeah.
Dom, what's yours?
Money, status, looks.
Gary?
Loyalty, money, everything else below. Family probably be 3.
Yeah. Well, in just my personal experience, status has gone a lot further than money has. But, then again, I'm not at like the point in, making money where it's just like that level.
Wait till you make a couple mil, bro.
Yeah,
that shit will switch up real quickly.
Exactly, but that goes back to our previous discussion when, we're giving all these examples of like the royal family in Saudi Arabia. What's realistic for most people is, ascending like 2 points out of 10 in terms of their looks. It's not realistic to become, the royal family of Saudi Arabia in terms of wealth.
7% of Americans are millionaires, so I think that is something attainable.
I mean, yeah, but like $1 million isn't. But once again, we're talking about certain examples.
Million
like,
a year.
We're talking, we're talking about Bill Gates, and then we're talking about millionaires. That's a huge disparity.
100%. I just said like 7%.
Yeah. But $1 million really isn't going to do as much as I don't think.
Especially in this city, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like $1 million in Miami. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, so a good-looking girl would definitely be able to do a lot with her looks in this city, where in another city, she'd just get a whole bunch of broke-ass men fucking gawking at her. So, yeah.
I guarantee, and this might sound out of touch, but just bear with me, audience. So, like, if you are making $1 million and you're in your small town in Ohio, you're going to be a pimp. You're going to be the biggest baller in your town.
Yeah.
Come to Miami, you're a fucking nobody. As unfortunate as it is, this is like next level city, so you're not going to be balling on people. That's just not the reality. So for us to actually like be able to slay and improve, you've got to do so much better than that in terms of making money. Whereas you might be able to close that gap with other men a lot easier if you're able to ascend just looks wise.
So listen, this is more of a quick question, but just
go for
question.
It. Absolutely.
Who can pull more from these streamers? Marlon, you, or let's say a Jacenko or Neon?
I would say that Marlon's got me. I would say that he's better looking than me. He's obviously got much more status and much more. So he beats me on all 3
is he
points.
Taller too?
I believe so. Yeah. So he beats me on all 3 points of the LMS. Triad.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Neon, Jacenko.
Well, I mean, I would say I would be able to do better than Neon.
Okay.
It's not by
that
much.
bold statement there, kid.
it really isn't by much because Neon has such a big status behind him. He's incredibly wealthy. He's got a lot more charisma than people let on, right? So he does have a lot of good to his personality. He's not really that bad looking. I think people in the chat are going to say he's worse than he is. But I mean, I saw him in person. He's a well put together guy, very high status, very charismatic. So he's pretty good. But I would say that I might be able to edge him out a little bit.
So I've got a question. Yep. If you get in a room full of women and they show them your social medias, show them your bank account, show them Neon's bank account, show them your success versus Neon's, see how both of you look, and you give them women a choice, who you think they'll walk to with all those decisions? Would they walk to you just because of your looks, or you still think Neon's going to edge you out if you look at his success versus yours? Because by your original statement, I would assume they would walk to you.
Yeah, I would say so.
So even with all those things out there in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
I mean, that's just the hypothesis. Once again, I don't really like to necessarily compete against people that I'm friends with, people that I like, but just for the sake of just because I like Neon a lot, but just for the sake of the argument and the sake of the show, I will say yes. But yeah, I would say so.
You could pull Sam Frank.
I don't. I got no idea. Come on. That's
You don't want that.
That was a setup, man.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
I got no idea.
That's Neil's ex.
Oh. Oh, okay. Jeez.
You don't want her, bro. Nobody wants her.
All right. Let's get back to, because we didn't finish the Epstein stuff. Let's see here. Let me make sure I didn't miss any of you guys on chat. They keep asking me about covering the protests in Mexico. No, I'm not going to cover the protests in Mexico.
To Democrats, and the president has repeatedly said that this is a Democrat problem, despite the appearance of names of others from his own party, including.
And again, thank you to Business Holder 13 with the $500 super chat, bro. I'm going to give you another Don DeMarco. Appreciate you, my friend.
Himself in those files. This is what's coming. The next effort will be to stonewall by refusing to turn anything over to Congress while that investigation is pending.
Okay, let's get into now. We got so the Senate unanimously a couple hours ago, guys, passed an Epstein bill. It's called the Epstein Transparency Act. Okay, unanimously pushed this.
News in our politics lead, a major update on that Senate vote to release the Epstein files. Let's get right to CNN's Manu Raju on Capitol Hill. Manu, we didn't even know if the Senate was going to take up the Epstein files bill. What is playing out right now?
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, it seemed like this bill was dead on arrival. Just a few days ago, it seemed like it was dead on arrival in the United States Senate. But now it is on its way to the president's desk in a remarkable turnaround, in an extremely fast move here. The Senate has essentially green-lighted this bill to be approved as soon as tonight and be sent to the president's desk. Now, essentially what happened was that in the aftermath of this House vote this afternoon, 427-1, just one member of the entire United States House voting against it.
Who the fuck voted against it?
This is now on its way to the Senate. Now, there has not been a formal process. It has to be formally sent over to the United States Senate. That process was to take some time to get through the official writing of getting the bill over across the Capitol. It's an arcane process. But once it gets over to the United States Senate, that's when the bill can be read in the Senate and essentially passed. So what we just saw.
Oh, boys, thank you so much for the 5 gifted on Kick, bro. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, bro, I should stop streaming on YouTube altogether. Makes me no money. Actually takes money away. But I understand that for a lot of you guys, you prefer to watch on YouTube. You have your TV hooked up to it or whatever the fuck it may be. But, we'll stay on here a little bit longer, and then we're going to go straight OSS versus, doing 2 switches and shit like that. It's fucking retarded. So, yeah, we got like 5,000 you guys in here watching? So, yeah.
Saw moments ago was Chuck Schumer, the Senate.
Thank you very much, Albo.
Democratic leader. He went to the floor of the United States Senate, and he said, he asked for what's known in the Senate as unanimous consent. That means that all 100 senators have to agree, or one senator could object and slow things.
It was Clay Higgins of Louisiana that voted no? That's crazy.
down. He asked unanimous consent that for when the Senate receives the final paperwork of the bill that just passed the United States House, that it would be approved by the United States Senate. Nobody objected to that, Jake. So what that means is that as soon as it is formally transmitted, this bill is formally transmitted from the House to the Senate will essentially have it approved. It will be approved in their chamber. There does not need to be a roll call vote. And then it will go to the president's desk for his signature, in which the president has indicated that he will sign, despite fighting this for months, despite their efforts.
Yeah, you know, this just looks optically horrible. And like I told y'all before, I don't think personally at this point, I don't think that Trump was doing anything inappropriate with some of these victims, because they would have been put that out there when Biden was in power. But I do think optically there's going to be some embarrassing things in there that's going to make him look bad. That's what I think is in there, and that's why they're worried.
By the Republican leaders, particularly in the House, to try to deny its vote.
And the fact that it took them so long, they're going to be going through it even harder, you know?
Ultimately, the president capitulated, said that he believed that the House Republicans should vote for it because dozens were already planning to buck him. And the Speaker of the House, who did not want this bill to come to the floor, ultimately voted yes, which has been a remarkable turnaround, pushed by a handful of members in the House of Representatives, pushing their members to, pushing the leadership, circumventing the leadership, forcing this on the floor, ultimately getting the leadership behind this, and now through the Senate in a blink of an eye, and now onto the president's desk. And within 30 days, when this becomes law, Jake, that's when the Justice Department will have to comply to release the files, the Epstein files. And if it does not comply for whatever reason, it has to explain why. But right now, a remarkable moment as the Senate greenlights passage of this bill that has dogged the House in particular over the last several months.
Joining us now, Democratic Congressman of Illinois, Raja Krishnamurthy. He sits on the House Oversight and Intelligence Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for being here. The Oversight Committee, of course, has put out a lot of some of these new revelations from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. But I want to start with what this bill would do, which is to force the release of the files from the Department of Justice. And I think my top question for you is, do you trust what the DOJ will be forced to put out? Are you confident that you can trust what you see?
Not yet. I think that there's going to be a lot of pressure, however, from not only Democrats, but Republicans, members of the MAGA base, and others to release the files in full. One of the things I'm concerned about is an effort to maybe amend this particular bill to be able to have the greater ability to redact names and information, which I hear is an amendment that some Republicans want to do. And I think that will just invite monkey business, and we can't have that. I think they should just take up the bill as it is, get it passed and signed into law, and then release the files.
We need the declassified shit too, though, man. That's what we really need.
Do you, at this point, have reason to believe that there is more information in these files that DOJ has or in additional files from the Epstein estate about President Trump?
I think so. You know, basically, some of the files that we have right now have emails, which you are well aware of, that make reference to certain aspects of Donald Trump and his relationship to Jeffrey Epstein, but we don't necessarily understand the context. And so we're left wondering, okay, well, what else is in the files that could explain that? But if I could just step back for a second, I think the real reason why this passed with such a huge vote in the House is because of the survivors and the victims of the child sex trafficking ring. I got to tell you, I met with them for 3 hours along with a group of bipartisan members of the Oversight Committee. I think that meeting helped to stiffen the resolve of people that we have to do justice by them. We have to make sure that they're able to see these files, which in many cases detail trauma and abuse that they've long forgotten because of that abuse. And so to do justice to them and to prevent this from ever happening again, I think there's a real desire to release the files and then hold people accountable.
Yeah, no, it's very important to send, and we're going to have a conversation later in the hour with Gloria Allred specifically about those experiences. If you, in the committee, receive more information that also implicates Democrats, I mean, some of the revelations from the files that you all put out have resulted in Larry Summers, a longtime Democratic official, stepping back from a number of his public roles because of what was exposed. Are you committed to putting those emails out no matter what?
absolutely. Nobody should be spared scrutiny as part of this particular investigation. I think that at this point, whoever emerges as having been implicated needs to be held accountable.
And when do you think the public can expect to see more from Jeffrey Epstein's estate? I mean, we heard from Robert Garcia last night that there is another expected release coming.
Yeah, I think that they're going to produce it on a rolling basis. And so it could literally be any time. That being said, my hope, one issue that maybe hasn't come up is that, the president could release these files of his own volition today. He doesn't have to wait for this legislation to pass the Senate and get signed into law. He could release it today. And so that's something that I and others are also pressing for as well in response to our own subpoena from the Oversight Committee.
Let's discuss what's going on here with Miami Herald investigative reporter Julie K. Brown. Just a reminder, her reporting in 2017 and 2018 exposed so many of these horrific details of Epstein's alleged sex trafficking ring. She's also the author of a great book I recommend, Perversion of Justice, the Jeffrey Epstein story. Julie, welcome back to the show. So hours before bringing the Epstein vote to the House floor today, Speaker Mike Johnson said this. Take a listen.
The Democrats had every one of the Epstein files in their possession for the 4 long years of the Biden administration. The Biden Department of Justice had the files the entire time.
And I think they didn't also, another reason why I don't think they released everything even back then was because they were probably, dude, there's going to be people that are implicated on both sides of the aisle, right? So, it comes down to, okay, we hate Trump, but are we going to go ahead and expose everything and shoot ourselves in the foot too?
And not a single one.
I just think that we're not going to get everything. Because keep in mind, guys, the Israelis have stuff too. And people forget about that. The Israelis have a lot, okay? Remember, this guy was working with the Israelis. So we're not privy to everything that the Israeli intelligence apparatus has as well. Between Mossad, Shin Bet, Unit 8200, they have a whole other intelligence ecosystem over there. So even if we got everything here in the United States, we are not going to have the totality of all the facts and intelligence because your boy Epstein worked for a foreign government.
One of the people who are so loud and animated right now, they never said anything about it for all those 4 years.
Is that accurate?
Well, it's not only inaccurate, it's ridiculous. I mean, the case was an open criminal investigation during the Biden administration. They were pursuing charges against Ghislaine Maxwell, as we know. They obtained a conviction, and after that, she appealed. You cannot open up your criminal.
Guys, also, do me a favor. We only got 1,200 likes, but there's like 3,000 plus you guys in here. Smash that fucking like button for me, guys. Smash that like button. Okay? Should be, we need to get like 90% engagement. I'm demonetized on YouTube. I don't even want to be on this fucking godforsaken shitty-ass app. But I understand that it is a path for more reach. Okay? No one would be making the amount of content that I make for free while not getting paid by YouTube. All these other bitch-ass niggas, if they ever got demonetized, they'd be cooked. But we're still here. We still grind, no matter what. So the only thing I ask in exchange is you guys smash that like button.
Criminal case files when a case is still open, and by being under appeal, the case still remained open. Also, by the way, we really don't know to what extent they were still trying to hold other people accountable in this case. They obtained a lot more information in the past couple of years from new victims who have come forward, and they may very well have still been investigating other possible charges against other possible people who were involved. It always kind of surprised me that one of the things the Trump administration never said when they came into office, or never mentioned whether the case was still an open investigation or a closed one. And so we're still left wondering what kind of case they were building possibly against some of these other wealthy and powerful people who were involved with Epstein.
On Monday, President Trump said that he would sign the Epstein bill if the Senate passes it. In the current legislation, Attorney General Pam Bondi has the right to withhold or redact any information that would, quote, jeopardize an active federal investigation or ongoing prosecution, unquote. Are you at all concerned that this vote might only be symbolic because President Trump last week ordered the Justice Department to investigate Epstein's ties with high-profile figures who are Democrats.
I'm not only concerned because of that, of course, now they're going to use the "it's an open investigation" card to probably hold back material. But I'm also, quite frankly, concerned about the way this case has been handled from the very beginning with all these FBI agents. The New York Times reported that they were combing through these files. We had the leak of a member of the Justice Department say on camera that they were purposefully redacting the names of key figures, key Republican figures from these files. So there's going to be a lot of questions about how solid these files are when they are released. I felt that part of the speaker's remarks today was an effort to sort of remind people that there's going to be things in here that they're not going to release. So he was sort of setting the stage, I think, for heavy redactions where we're going to see pages and pages of things that have 5 words on them and the rest of the page is going to be redacted. That's the way the FBI files right now look, and there's no reason for them to do those kinds of heavy redactions.
Julie K. Brown, thank you so much, and thank you for your journalism as always. We really appreciate it.
All right, so oh shit. So let's go ahead and go through this, man, because I don't think a lot of people really understand this, how this Epstein thing works. Epstein, whatever you want to call it. So let's kind of go through this real fast. I've explained this plenty of times before, but I'll quickly go through this, okay? So people understand how this worked, okay? I'm not gonna go into crazy detail. I'm just gonna explain to you guys how the ring worked and go from there. Okay. Now, obviously we all know who Jeffrey Epstein is, right? The disgraced American financier and child sex trafficker. And we know his girlfriend / right hand, Ghislaine Maxwell. She's currently in prison right now. Now, what a lot of people don't know about is that your boy Epstein had a bunch of money and resources, and he was backed by this guy, Wexner, okay? Les Wexner, which, by the way, if you're wondering, yeah, every single time, by the way. And yeah, and if you guys are wondering, with the early life, yes, it is.
Every single time.
Okay.
Every single crime. Every single lie. Early life. Every single hour. Every single day. Every single night.
Okay. Anyway, so here's how the ring worked. Epstein got a bunch of money from this guy, okay? He gave him the house in Manhattan. You know, this guy is a billionaire, owns a bunch of different companies, right? And he was the financial backer for your boy Epstein, right? So Epstein has all this money, but he doesn't really have clout and influence like that yet. So Ghislaine Maxwell, socialite, what does she do? She's going to the UN, talking about the ocean, humanitarian shit, you know, being an environmentalist, etc. She's meeting a bunch of powerful people, right? Then they're having parties, after parties. Well, guess who, who's the coolest guy at the party? The guy that brings all the chicks, right? So your boy Epstein, right, would get a bunch of women. Where would he get the women? Well, this guy, Les Wexner, owns Victoria's Secret. Who recruits his women? This guy, Jean-Luc Brunel, okay? Now, this guy was a model recruiter that worked for Victoria's Secret and was like Epstein's right-hand guy with finding the women. This guy would actually procure the women. Now, when they had these parties, these women would be of age, typically. You know, they bring these girls to the party. Oh, who's this Jeffrey Epstein guy? He looks cool. Let's be friends with him. He brings all the bitches, and he has Ghislaine Maxwell with him, more social proof. Okay, let's be friends with this guy. They'd be friends with him. Oh, come to my mansion in New York. Oh, come to my ranch in New Mexico. Oh, come to my house, my island. Oh, come to my house in West Palm Beach. People show up. Next thing you know, fucking there's young girls there, and that's not really good. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Now they're compromised, right? Because he had a whole ring of girls that were giving massages out in West Palm Beach. And if you guys watch my original episode where I talked about this, I have a whole episode where I detail his 2006, 2007 case where he was recruiting high school girls, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls, to basically give massages to him and people that would come to his house in West Palm Beach, right? Or Palm Beach. And he had cameras everywhere. Place was lit up. So anyone of influence or power that would, go there and get these massages Sometimes they would know, other times they wouldn't know that these girls were underage. Bam, gotcha. Oh shit! Oh shit! Right? Now they're compromised. Now they're in a bad position. Okay? So, has these girls massage them, do shit with them. They find out later on they're underage, or they know, right? Everyone's different. And now they're cooked. And what he would do is he'd compromise these guys like, hey, I need you to do shit for me. So like, for example, with Bill Gates, right? Well, Bill Gates, what he did was he would have Bill Gates donate to MIT. And he would donate to MIT in Jeffrey Epstein's name. And what Epstein would do is he would, give these guys a bunch of money, this grant money, whatever it is. Well, guess what happens? Now he gets to oversee a lot of their technical projects. Well, what do the Israelis always want from America? Technology. Okay? Technology, my friends. That is one of the number one things that the Israelis seek to procure. You guys always wonder, how are they on the cutting edge? How do they have all this shit? Whatever. A lot of it is stolen technology. Okay? Guess where they're getting this technology from? A lot of it. Your boy Epstein. Epstein compromises rich, affluent people, tells them you need to donate to this university. He oversees university and research. He gets access to this technology. Bam. Gives it to the Israelis. Okay? That's just one of the schemes. So again, recap for you guys so you guys understand this. Very simple. Epstein has girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell networks with politicians and people of power at these events. Then they have parties. He shows up. She's there. And they have a bunch of women there that are of age. Why? Because they work for Victoria's Secret, owned by this guy. This guy's the model recruiter. So your boy Epstein had a whole plethora of a bunch of young, attractive women, okay, of age. Then, after they make these connections, hey, come to our house, come hang out. Oh, we got these beautiful chicks that'll give you a massage. Next thing you know, 15 years old. Welcome, punch! Niggas are compromised, cooked. Okay, don't put this information out there. I'll do whatever you ask. Hey, give $1 million to MIT here. Hey, give $1 million to Harvard here. Hey, make this donation in my name here. What does Epstein do now? He has influence, he has power, he has leverage. He's able to garner this intelligence. And who does he give it to? Gives it to the Israelis, maybe the Saudi Arabians, sells it for the highest bidder. And that, my friends, is how the scheme basically worked from a very simplified overview level. If you guys want more detail on this, I've talked about this in detail with Ryan Dawson. You guys can watch Whitney. You guys can go check out Whitney Webb, right? I think in her book, A Nation Under Blackmail, she talks about this. But that is the very simplified elevator's pitch version of what went down and some of the players that were involved. Backed by a very rich billionaire, Les Wexner. All, by the way, all these guys are Zionists, right? I mean, that's pretty. So, yeah. There's more to it than that, but I'm giving you guys the elevator version. Give me ones in the chat if that all makes sense, because I know a lot of you guys in here are probably like, Epstein, what's this? What's going on? Why do people care about this guy so much? That's why, my friends. Give me ones if that all makes sense. And I have episodes where we go into way more detail. We cover guys on the list and all the other shit. Watch my Ryan Dawson interviews on this on Fresh and Fit. They're all there. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a quick overview of this shit so you guys get it. Give me ones if that all makes sense.
We outside.
Oh.
Here with my boy
We're going to cover 6ix9ine as well next. We're going to cover next 6ix9ine, David, Saudi Arabia visit. Actually, you know what? We could cover this too. What's going on in Dearborn? I think Jeffrey Lang, one of the J6ers, is creating havoc out there. All right, I see a lot of ones. Some idiot says Les wasn't backing them with money. They were money laundering. Shut the fuck up, bro. I hate when niggas come in here and try to be like, well, not really. He wasn't backing them with money. What are you talking about, dude? Why did he gift them that fucking house in New York City, dumbass? Epstein was a math teacher that didn't even have a college degree. How do you get these positions? How do you have all this money? How do you have these ranches? Shut up, bro. Damn niggas are stupid, bro. Well, actually, he was not that backing him financially. What the fuck are you talking about? I wasn't backing him financially, dumbass. How was Jeffrey Epstein a billionaire all of a sudden with no Shut up, dude. Damn niggas are stupid, bro. Always some fucking retard in the YouTube chat got to say some dumb shit, bro. Every time. Every fucking time, bro. Shut up. Alejandro Ramirez. We aren't getting the Epstein files, to be honest. Let's be honest, man. Probably not. And like I said before, we're not going to get the Israeli side. And we're definitely not going to get the high side stuff on our side. That compromises us. I know it's wishful thinking, but do you think there's any chance Tulsi Gabbard declassified as the info? Probably not. Yak28, Chicago teens jumped a pregnant woman and her son. Fucking stupid. Red Pill Overdose subscribed. Welcome to the OSS, my friend. Why try? I wasn't my girl's type. She likes dark skins. I'm a light skin. That always bothers me. There's some 6'3" buff ass niggas in the gym with us looking at her heavy. And she didn't even look at him anything. So stop being in my head about the whole her type thing if she's moving right, or be prepared just in case. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is in your head, bro. But, you know, dude, I mean, only you know, because I don't know what your dynamics are like with your girl. So only you really know. But if you got like a, you know, if you get like a bad feeling, man, that's usually a sign. Mr. Clapcheek says that they will never release all the files. Yeah, probably not. Okay. True Patriot Wyron. I appreciate you, Tybo. 928. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out this video here. This comes from Nick Sorter. Hold on one sec, ninjas. Hold on. Show some of this stuff. What else do we got here? Trying to think here if we got anything else. Okay. Raichu says, Professor, author, and founder Michael Rechtenwald of ASPAC, Anti-Zionist America PAC, going up against APAC. He loves what you do, and we'd be up for a conversation if you like after talking to him on X. He has candidates going up against Randy Fine, Richie Torres, and other Zionists. Wreck the regime, just putting it out there. Never heard of him. I can look, I guess. All right. Well, this doesn't help the stereotypes at all. Now, for those of you that are wondering, this guy, Jake Lang, went ahead and went to Dearborn, Michigan to do an anti-Islam protest in Dearborn, Michigan. So obviously, you know that this is going to create a lot of issues.
What's wrong with being 5'2", bitch? Hey, fight me, pussy! Fight me, pussy! Hey, I got your face on that, pussy! You're big! Oh, I want you to touch me 200 years ago! Hey, nobody touch
Yeah. That's crazy. Let's see here. I know Nick Sword has been keeping up with some of this stuff. Let's see here. Tom Homan just revealed Trump admin is already located. 30,000 children went missing under Biden. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, they had Cristiano Ronaldo is at the White House. Also, the MBS was there too. We'll cover some of that as well. Okay, this is that. Breaking: Christian protesters are being surrounded by Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan, who are screaming Allahu Akbar. Let's see here. What's going on?
I don't have bananas. Chill out. I don't have bananas. This is not America. This is an insurgency. They are taking over our country. They're taking over our country. They want us all dead. Let's go.
Wow, what's happening right now? People are pushing. Whoa.
Wow.
This is Dearborn, Michigan right now.
Yes, this is Dearborn, Michigan. Any racist is not welcome. No races here.
Bro, use the term racist.
If you can't be peaceful, but every race is welcome. If you're a racist, you're not welcome. At all, we do not. Every
That makes sense.
race is welcome. 1, 2, 3. Our president is a pedophile.
I believe.
This is very interesting. Let's see here. Let's see if he has other clips here. And this was from New York. Okay, this was from earlier today.
For Islam here in the United States, as it is one of the only towns here in the United States. Right now here in Dearborn, Michigan, you have a group of Christian protesters who have came out here to Dearborn, as it is the #1 city for Islam here in the United States, as it is one of the only towns here in the United States where the majority of the population belong to the religion of Islam. Some people have been attacked. One man attempted to burn the Quran as he beat the Quran with bacon. The police have now shown up. Counter protesters are over here. You have Palestinian protesters, Islamic protesters, and it has gotten wild here. People have been pepper sprayed. Cam Higby was pepper sprayed, and you're also seeing street takeovers as well, as people have blocked off all of the road, and now traffic is coming.
Cam Higby is a retarded Zionist. Super retard Zionist.
Coming through, and yes sir, I got you. And right now you have a bunch of people, and it's only about 3:30 right now. It could get wild here in Dearborn, Michigan. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so these guys, bro, I'll keep it real with you. Like Cam Higby and Nick Shirley, whatever. Like these guys are like antagonizers. Like they go to these like places, and they just like start problems and try to get content out of it. But, you know, look, it is what it is. I get it. You guys want to go there and antagonize people and get some clips. That's cool. But I heard some shit like with Higby, for example. I don't know about Shirley if he does this, but like Higby was like, there's like starting fights, like fucking starting shit with Antifa and everything else like that. And then what he'll do is he'll turn the camera on when they respond. So, you know, hey, man. It is what it is. Like, these guys are going out there and antagonizing, and it's like, bro, not everyone is going to have the emotional restraint, right, to have a discourse and have a real debate with you, right? That's the issue. A lot of these people, a lot of these progressives are low IQ and stupid, and they're going to, you know, react emotionally. And hey, it's content. It is what it is. But no, the Higby guy, no, bro. I've heard from a lot of reputable sources that he was there in Portland and other places, like purposely antagonizing, chasing them down with like pepper spray and shit like that. And then they respond, he turns the camera on. And look, I kind of believe it though, because the dude is a bitch. The dude does start problems. Like he tried to start shit with me when I was at Turning Point in July. So I believe it, because like that is the type of behavior that he does. Right? Normally I wouldn't. I'm not saying Nick Shirley. I'm talking about Cam Higby right now. So Higby, I know for a fact, absolutely tries to start problems. Shirley, I don't know. I think he's just there recording. But Higby, he definitely antagonizes, because he did it with me. He tried to do it with me at Turning Point. So let's see here. But hey, man, it's content, I guess. So it is what it is for these guys. Jiggy season, bro. This dumbass Valentina Gomez is talking about she going to ban halal meat if she gets in Congress. Like, okay, ban kosher. Also, it's literally the same method of slaughter. If Schilling had a definition, it's her. Yeah. Very, like I said before, I'm very, anyone that's like super critical of Islam, that isn't critical of Judaism, I'm always skeptical of them. I'm always very, very skeptical of them. Because the reality is, and this is actually how you can tell if someone's a real nigga or not. Who actually has influence in the United States? It ain't Muslims, bro. Right? It ain't Muslims. They're like, what, 2% of the population in the United States? Right? Have like no real seating in the government. Well, we got Ilhan Omar, who's a retard, and Rashida Tlaib, retard. But we have a lot of pro-Zionist people that aren't necessarily even Jewish that represent Israeli interests. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, chat. I was looking at something here on screen. Doing a million things right now. Oh, yeah. So, like, whenever people, like, you know, look, this is the test, guys. This is a test. If someone will criticize Islam, which is fine. You guys know me. I've even done it, right? If someone's going to criticize Islam, but they won't talk about Jewish power or Judaism, they're a bitch. That's the easiest way to tell. They're not a real nigga, bro. And they don't really care about making America first or America only. What they care about is creating a controlled opposition that they can attack, that they know that they'll be able to unite people with. So a lot of people use Muslims to do that, right? They use Muslims to do that. But if we're going to be all the way 1,000, the people that really run this country, right, and the people that really have influence, it's not the Muslims, bro, it's the Jews. And if you're not going to admit that, then I can't take you seriously. See, me, nobody's safe. I criticize all of it. I've talked shit about people praying at Times Square. I've talked shit about Jews having too much power in our political structure. I've talked shit about Muslims not respecting being guests here. I get hate from everybody. But the difference is that I'm willing to talk about them boys. These guys, these right-wingers that won't talk about them boys, you got to be cautious of them. They're not real niggas. They're not real niggas. So I've never seen Cam Higby talk about Jewish power. I've never seen Nick Shirley talk about Jewish power. I've never seen Valentino talk about Jewish power. I've seen them all shill for the Israelis and the Jews. So I can't take them seriously, unfortunately, when it comes to the Muslim dislike. Because it's very obvious that if you're going to criticize Islam, but you won't say shit about Judaism, something is off. Something is way off. Because, look, people could complain about Dearborn and Muslims making mosques in Dallas and all that. We can have a conversation on that. But if you won't even address AIPAC, control of Congress, Larry Ellison buying TikTok, tech companies being owned by Zionists, left-wing Jews coming out and supporting Republicans when it benefits them, like Bill Ackman. Like, bro, if you're not even going to talk about that, then I can't take your opinion seriously. I can't take your, because I know that you're biased. Like, I'm unbiased. I get attacked from everybody. Everybody comes at me. But that's because I'm willing to criticize all factions. Right? So, that's my thing. I've never heard Nick Shirley or Cam Higby or Jake Lang or any of these niggas talk about Jews, bro. Ever. Ever. So I can't take take them as seriously. Valentina Gomez, never heard her. She's a hardcore Zionist too, by the way, FYI. And that should tell you something. Why is she sucking up to them boys as an American politician? More sus evidence to roast Anus and Reach. Alejandro Ramirez, Valentina Gomez, a dumb hoe. Yeah, the thing is that I just can't take her seriously because if you're, like I said before, if you're not going to criticize them boys and their power, I can't take you seriously. Because like you're basically like what these people are doing. Oh, let's go to Dearborn and talk shit about Muslims. That's fine. Okay, fair enough. I've told you guys before, I have my problems with it then being played 5 times a day. I don't think that's fair, etc. Right? But they're stepping over $100 bills to pick up quarters. Okay? That's basically what it is. If you're over here protesting in Dearborn, okay, nigga, fine. Come to Miami and I want you to talk about the J Lobby now. Oh, shit. They ain't going to do that. Go to LA and talk about them running Hollywood. Oh, no, they ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I'll start taking you seriously. Like, okay, now you're a real nigga because you're willing to talk about like the people that really hold power. Muslims don't hold power in America like that, dude. They really don't. They really don't.
I see posts on our subreddit.
This nigga bald as fuck, bro. What the hell? Okay. Shout out to Burrow with the $100 super chat, bro. If JTube doesn't keep 90 to 95% within every 30 minutes that you on, then cut it for the brokies. Keep it completely uncensored, true, and through 100% completely. Yeah, no, you kind of right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, you kind of right, bro. Yeah, we only got 1,500 likes, but we got 3,000 niggas in here when I know that niggas just aren't smashing the like button. Guys, smash that goddamn like button, bro. Actually, how long we been on here? Been on for 2.5 hours? All right, let me keep reading some of these chats. But yeah, no, you're kind of right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Jiggy season, bro, this dumbass, no, read that one. Alejandro Ramirez says, Valentina did say before that she would not take money from AIPAC, but now she's bought and paid for by them, typical woman. Now she's. She said she wouldn't take money from AIPAC, but now she is, yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, you can't be a politician in America unless you appeal to the Jewish lobby, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you just can't, right? Mamdani did it, but look at how much opposition he dealt with to do it. And he won in New York City, okay, which is like super left. So it's very difficult to become a politician in the United States without their support. We the people. I live about an hour away from Dearborn in Canada. I've been there hundreds of times. Dearborn is very safe and a surprisingly nice town. I've never had any problems there. Seems like Israel psyop to me. We the people. Okay. Sandman, did Ilhan Omar commit taqiyya? I didn't hear a response yesterday. I'll give subs, bro. Roast me too. No beef. I want to know your opinion. Jews and Indians are tied. I don't understand your question. Did Ilhan Omar commit taqiyya? I don't know, bro. I mean, every time she said anything about Israel, she gets cooked. They've cooked her pretty hard every time she says anything that's critical of Israel. She said something about like Israel is all about the Benjamins. She got cooked for that. Rashida Tlaib, she gets cooked every time. But Randy Fine like literally says like, let's nuke Gaza. Nobody cares. So, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of you guys, maybe you guys could tell me about, well, I know Higby is pro-Israel. I know that. He did the whole Hasbara tour with that. I don't know what Shirley is, if Shirley is pro-Israel. I don't know if you guys can fill me in. Let me see here. Oh, he went to Israel 8 months ago. Oh, shit. Well, that should tell you everything you need to know. Yeah. Yeah, I think this guy's pro-Israel, bro. Because he went to Israel. The thing, too, also is like, they don't let you, they guys, just so you know, when you go to Israel, they look at all your social media, they go through your emails, they search your phone, everything, dude. So if they let him in, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know. If they let him in. But I don't know. I won't speak for him, but I'm going to assume he's pro-Israel if he went to Israel and they didn't like, and they let him in. Let's see here. But yeah, let's see. We'll go to Jake Lang's thing. Yeah, this is the guy that is doing this thing in Dearborn. Here's some more stuff.
I'm an American, bitch.
Nah, that's not
you
what
look
America
like
looks
Hitler,
like.
Bitch. You
Fuck
fucking
yeah,
racist,
hell yeah,
bitch.
baby.
You fucking pink, bitch. Fuck you fucking pussy.
Yeah, see, like, this is what they want, bro. Like, they want you to go and yell at them and say all this shit. Like, if these guys were smart, like, what they should do is be like, hey, Jake, let's do a debate, you know, friendly debate. We can have a discussion on Islam in the United States, etc., and go from there, right? Because I don't think Jake talks about them boys. You can attack him on that. You know what I mean? But like swearing at him, you know, having this aggressive posture, that's not the way, man. That's not the way. All it does is confirm the stereotypes. And this is why I tell Muslims they got to be super careful, bro. Like you got to win it with intellect, man. You got to win it with arguments, with debates. You can't come in here on this, fuck you, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. All that, bro, that's what they want, dude. You being emotional is what they want, bro.
Allahu Akbar! Get out of here! Racist, sexist, anti-gay!
Stop lying, you fucker. It don't make good propaganda, you stupid bitch.
And see, a lot of these Muslim guys are progressives, bro. That's the other thing too, right? So progressives behave this way, like responding angrily, you know, using violent rhetoric and posturing. Like you can't do this, man, because it makes you look very bad, and it confirms the stereotypes. You got to beat them with intellect. Challenge them to a debate. Hey, let's have a discussion. Why do you feel the way that you feel about this? I want to hear out your perspective. That's how you do it, bro. Win with ideas, not fists or threat of fists.
I have two of them. And I got, there you go.
Yeah, see, that doesn't help, bro. Like, what's this nigga doing? Oh, you're a bitch and your mom's a bitch. What?
There you go. So welcoming.
What you gonna do, pussy? Like, bro, that's not it, man. That's not it.
And you won't do it. And you won't do it.
You're giving him exactly what he wants.
And you won't do it. And you won't do it. Mission failed. Mission failed. Exactly what the mission looks like. Hey, Epstein files. Epstein files. Hey, your president is a rapist. Your president is a rapist.
Your bitch. I look exactly what America is. Hey, bitch. You ugly fuck. This is what they're trying to replace us with. Yeah.
See, this ain't it, bro. This is not it. Y'all giving them content. This ain't it, bro. Yo, look, guys. To all the people out there that are progressives, if you guys are smart, okay? Don't get fucking triggered when right-wingers go into your protests, right? And say things that trigger you because they know that you guys are going to respond emotionally like this. The way you defeat this is you take your best debater, go up to that guy, let's have a discussion. We can have a debate, no violence, no nothing, and beat them intellectually. But the problem is that progressives, right, which a lot of Muslims fall into the progressive crowd, right? Even though it's weird because economically they tend to be progressive, but obviously culturally it's very conservative. So they shouldn't be aligning with progressives anyway, but they do, right? The pro-Palestine movement is overwhelmingly progressives. Like if they were smart, they would not react emotionally, not threaten violence, not do any of that shit. Hey, let's just have a discussion, let's have a debate. Make them look stupid. That's how you win. That's how you win. But coming in and yelling in his face and all this other shit, that's retarded, bro. You're perpetuating stereotypes. Niggas are getting content. Niggas are laughing at you. Right? They clip that shit and be like, oh, look, see, this is why we can't let these guys come in.
Allahu Akbar!
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I mean, I don't even know why. Honestly, the real thing you do is you fucking don't even go outside. Don't even give them attention. Don't even give them attention. Because here's the thing also that, like, because I'm giving the progressives game right now. The thing with progressives is, and this is what they're better at us, and I give them credit for this, they're better than conservatives at this. They will mobilize. They'll go out, they'll protest, they'll have the loud fucking speakers, right, for anything, by the way. They'll protest for anything. They'll assemble for anything, dude. And that gets used against you all the time. When you guys do all this dumbass protesting and shit like that, niggas just fly to where you guys are at and then antagonize and you guys go crazy. You know what I mean? If the progressives were smart, what they would do is this. They would have their protests, they'd be peaceful about it, and then as soon as these conservative niggas show up to antagonize, you don't even acknowledge them and you say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a debate. Let's have a discussion. And then debate them right there and then on camera, because you know their cameras are gonna be rolling. You know they're going to be live streaming it. Don't react emotionally. Take your best debater, put them right there, have them debate the fucking conservatives. Now, I ain't going to lie, though. Progressives can't debate because their ideologies are stupid and they don't make sense a lot of the times. But that would be how you deal with it. But they keep falling for the bait, bro. They keep falling for the bait. Oh, man. Anyway, keep going.
Yes, you fucking pussy. You're a bitch. Pussy. You're a bitch. Pussy. Born and raised here, motherfucker. Everybody wait, fucking bitch. Everybody wait. Get the fuck out of my country. Get the fuck out, baby. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. We want out. You get out. You're mad because I have more melanin than you. Right? I don't. You live differently. I have melanin. No, you live differently. What do I do differently? I play football. The same. You don't speak the same language. You don't have the same culture. The same.
It's entertainment, though.
What culture? The same trust. Okay, that's good. That's good. Where does the Constitution say we don't have the same culture? It's very simple. Where does the
Let's see what else they got. Okay, we saw this one already. That was what Nick posted. Nick Shirley. Oh, someone punched him? Bro, that's bitch assness, bro. That's unacceptable, bro. That's whack. Tell show of the world today is just how violent and disgusting Muslims. See? Yo, I told y'all, bro. Yo, I did not even. This is the first time I looked at this page. I'm looking at it now. Confirm the fucking stereotypes, bro. Today we show the world just how violent and disgusting the Muslim stronghold of Dearborn truly is. I was assaulted dozens of times by little twig pedophile worshipping Muslims. My people had dirt thrown on them, spit on, food thrown on, pepper sprayed, and more. Christ is king, right? So this dude, that's not cool, man. Completely unacceptable, bro. Bro just confirmed the stereotypes doing that dumb shit. And he ran like a coward, too. Look, sucker punched and ran.
I was punched harder by Capitol Police Officer lady, so it's okay. Hey, yo, guys.
Wait, he's putting ham on a cross. Oh my God. Yeah. See, like I said before, they're trying to get a reaction, bro. You can't get mad. Like, I get it. It's extremely rude and disrespectful, but that's what they want, man. Gotta control your emotions in situations like this, bro. Gotta control your emotions in situations like this. See, that's what he wants, bro. That's what he wants.
I'm gonna check out.
That's crazy, bro.
Jesus Christ is King of Dearborn, Michigan. Jesus Christ is King of Dearborn, Michigan. Pick up your crosses and walk, America. Do not be asleep. Wake up before the giant of Islam crushes you. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll. Let's start our march. Jesus Christ is King of Dearborn, Michigan.
Some more of the. Oh, also, guys, just so you know, Jake is Jewish, FYI. It's like you can't beat the stereotypes, bro. Oh, man.
Every single time, every single crime, every single.
Oh, man. It's like the stereotypes. Let's see here. This is, I think, from the stream.
Against Islamification. We will not let our country fall and become like London. We will stand strong against these Islamic invaders. These jihadis will have to go. Christians in America, you need to stand up before your daughters are raped in the streets like the animals that they think we are. They call us kafirs. They hate us and they want to destroy white people and Christian America. We will not allow it to happen.
Oh, man. All right, we got to go to OSS so I can cover this in full, man. We gotta go to OSS so I can cover this in full. Because this is like, bro is speaking to Hasbara right now. Bro is speaking to Hasbara right now. Oh, man. All right. All right, niggas, you know what time it is, bro. Also, just so you guys know, OSS, just use the code LYouTube. We're going to switch on over right now. We're going to switch on over right now, guys, to OSS only. Okay? It's that because we got to cook, bro. We got to cover this. Look, I don't hate Jake. I don't have a problem with him. But there is something that we need to definitely address here when it comes to this whole Muslims hate Christians. They're here to kill us. All this other bullshit. Like, bro, this is like straight Hezbollah propaganda that we'll talk about. All right. So come on over. And he's half right. He's half right. And we're gonna cover this as well. We're gonna cover this, but I can't talk about this shit on YouTube for obvious reasons. What I'm about to say here. And I'm gonna cover all sides. I'm gonna cover the Muslim angle, the Christianity angle, the Judaism angle. We're gonna cover it all, niggas. But I can't talk about this shit on YouTube because it'll get me banned immediately. It will get me banned immediately once I start talking about it on YouTube. So we got to go over to OSS. Come on over, niggas. I'm switching on over. Okay?
She wanna hop in a Rari.
And it's literally only $1 to join, guys. Just click use the code LYouTube. Link is pinned at the top. Join in, niggas. We're switching over.
She wanna hop in a ride. I said, are you ready to die? I said, are you ready to die?